Welcome back to the world of Destos, gentlemen. When last we left off, the party faced off their greatest foe yet, the Shadow King. They brought chaos and fire and brimstone on this bitch and ripped his shit into the fucking ground. They were so distracted by a pile of magical items that Rin, who took the crown and just kind of started leaving, was unabashed and nobody said a word. We will pick up right after everybody finished picking up all their fancy stuff.
Zelonis just sits back down on the ground.
Thamir is admiring his new staff.
Gay.
Gross.
Hey, what color are these Yippee Skippy boots?
Bright ass yellow.
Bright ass yellow. Nice,
Right.
dude, I feel like I'm wearing highlighter boots, rain boots. Hey, yo, what up, Zelonis?
Oh. How can you
There's
be
a little
so
lightning
cheery?
bolt etched into the sides as well.
What?
How can you
There's
be
a
so
little
happy?
lightning bolt. Oh, not me.
I didn't hear you again, Zelonis.
How are you so happy?
How am I so happy? That Shadow King doesn't exist anymore, and that guy was a real dickhead.
Yeah, but look at Darius.
What's wrong with him?
Darius is staring
I-
at his clenched fists as a light gray mist keeps emanating and coming back into them, and is not sure what to make of it.
He's not the same.
Yeah, he's probably like undead or something now.
Oh, the irony.
I'm gonna go ahead and punch Rigel in the mouth.
Okay,
gonna
go ahead and
catch
give me
it?
an attack roll.
I rolled a 14 on a catch.
Okay.
Well, I only rolled a 6 on the swing.
You fucking Goku catch this bitch's hand. Clack! Right into your palm.
Darius.
Gentlemen.
Darius, what's going on? How are you back?
Darius doesn't really respond.
I think he's having a hard time coping.
You guys also notice that Darius's eyes are like, they look like those like orbs that you shake up and there's like a swirling liquid inside of them. It's like silver and dark gray and white.
Hey Darius, you know that guy that we just killed? Did you even see him?
Darius wasn't here.
Darius is fully aware.
Yeah,
Of
but
exactly who that guy was.
Who is that guy, Darius?
he opens his mouth to speak, stops, and then just walks a few steps away.
He's even more edgier now than he was before.
Like, I didn't realize, like, Kalembor was associated with Darius and, like, evil and man, but, like, I could see it.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what's going on with Darius now. He was literally just dead. You saw him die. I saw him die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead, but I see him too. He's like some
Yeah,
fucking
here he is.
ghoul, man.
He won't even talk.
Yeah,
I put
can I
my
poke
hand on
him?
I put
Like,
my hand on Rigel's
he's
shoulder.
dense.
Like, you need to ease up for a second. This is a great shock to him. He doesn't need you poking him.
Yo, he has shot me almost every fucking day with arrows. I have no remorse.
I mean, I don't blame you. He shot me too.
Yeah,
Yes,
fucking
we've-
rude.
Yes, we've all been shot by him. That's how he expresses
Yeah.
love.
Well, guess what? This is how I'm going to inflict pain.
Rigel, wait. No. You killed him already. Just, give him his
I didn't-
space.
He killed himself, and you know that.
Yeah.
Wait, Rigel, you killed him?
No, it just looked
none
like
of you
that.
guys saw it really though.
That's
You
why
guys
I
aren't
was.
really sure what happened. Only Darius and Rigel really know.
I was flying off with him. What are you talking about?
You were flying off with Adria in the
Okay.
other direction.
you look-
Rigel's on the ground.
You looked
Put
Darius in the
right
eye,
on
you
that
grabbed
shit.
Adria, then you flew up.
Yeah, no, she's gone too. And the dwarf.
Darius would not listen. He was gonna kill us all, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Rigel, are you not listening? One of your followers is missing. Do you not care?
One of my followers is missing?
The
That
dwarf.
dwarf that's been following us for the last couple days.
He's not my follower.
He was following you when we met him.
I'm pretty
Doesn't
sure.
seem like he's following me. He was just a friend, dude. We met. He was practicing religion. Me too. Like, I don't care. He's his own man. I think he was sleeping somewhere, right? Where did we
Yeah.
leave him?
Well,
He was
turned
actually
into
a mouse.
Did we take... We turned him into a mouse?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
The
Adria
spell-
took him.
The spell should have only lasted an hour.
Well, he's gone.
Ragel crouches and, like, puts his hands on his fucking forehead and be like, what the fuck did I do?
I need a drink.
Everybody give me perception checks.
4.
I got it. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
19.
Nice.
I natural 20'd.
Okay. Darius and Thamior, you guys kind of both see kind of coming out of
23.
nice. You guys kind of see coming out of the forest is several Oni Warriors approaching your position.
What are Oni? I forget what Oni are. Hate someone to show Oni.
Do I have a picture of the Oni?
I don't know what Oni are. I forget.
They're like 11 foot tall warriors.
They look intimidating.
Are they on a
You guys
faction?
met them? You guys met the Oni Warriors? They're the ones you saw up near the glade.
Oh, the glade by
after
the
you
big
talked to
tree
the
in the
tree.
middle?
Yeah.
Oh, they were like... okay, yeah.
Cool, Zelonis
Cool.
doesn't see shit.
No.
Cool, yeah, that sounds good. Like, I play a song, and, like, I'm into their presence.
You guys also remember Sindel telling you that the greatest adversary to the pixies was the Oni, that they seek to destroy the Feywild.
Oh, those
they
are the bad
wanted-
ones?
Darius is gonna take cover in a nearby
Wait, were they
shadow.
not the monks, dude, that we, like...
Right, so you met them as essentially monks, and then Sindel told you that they're currently fighting the Oni for the right to fight the Shadow King. And I'm only reminding you of this as the DM because this was months ago, but really it was yesterday.
Yeah, like, thanks.
Does Zelonis see him now?
Like, I can roll a history check, and my history check was a natural 20, so thank you, Michael.
Cool.
That was a waste
I'm
of a
gonna-
natural 20, but thanks.
Yeah, no, mine,
It was,
mine was
uh,
at least 2. But
it was a foretelling.
I'm gonna
I-
hide and prepare action with my bow.
I put my hand on Zelonis' shoulder and point towards the Oni walking towards us.
Oh,
Cool.
great.
You see that there's about 10, 11 foot tall purple creatures with 4 arms wielding swords in each.
Jesus.
They approach you guys and they go, "Where is the crown?"
The crown's gone.
"What do you mean it's gone?"
Some goat bitch took it.
I hope Rin couldn't hear that.
She did insist in assassinating the Shadow King, so... Where were you upon assassinating the Shadow King?
"We were
Huh?
on our way here when we heard what was happening."
Well, you're too slow.
Rygel, kind of poke him with my staff a little bit.
What
You
got
see
in
that the
there?
one that's standing in front looks back
Oh,
at the one
Does the
behind.
truth hurt?
Alright, Rygel, calm down.
"If the crown is gone, then you serve no use to us."
Yeah, just go away then.
We shall be on our way. We
Give me-
defeated the Shadow King.
Give me both of you guys. Zelonis, give me a persuasion with
Perception.
disadvantage.
Can I get
Right.
intimidation?
I mean, persuasive.
Yeah, with disadvantage. They're 11 feet tall, so your shortcoming is that you're intimidated by people taller than you, so it's got to be
Oh,
disadvantage.
okay. That is 100% fair. I'm so glad you remembered that. Oh,
Wait, what
19, buddy. 19
Oh.
and then an 18. So that is fucking full 20.
Okay, and Rygel, go ahead and give me your normal persuasion check. Let's see if you can do better, just in case. 20's pretty fucking solid.
It's a
Go my dick hard.
26.
You see that it's a what? A 6?
26.
Oh,
my
okay. You see that they both look like respectful and a little bit scared. The one standing in front turns around and goes, "This isn't the last you'll hear from us." And you see that they turn about
My-
face and just sklank.
What?
Hope we can have tea sometime.
Are these like good aligned creatures, or what the fuck are they?
So from what you remember from what Sindel said, is they are basically seeking to destroy the entirety of the Feywild. Right now, because of the Shadow King, everything is basically a giant upheaval. Gibraltar and his goblin boys took over the kingdom. They just kind of goblined their way over. And the Oni...
Disgusting creatures.
These guys are trying to destroy the Feywild?
Essentially, they want to seek control of it so that way they can basically shut her down.
Hey Darius, why are you hiding behind a bush?
Well, Zelonis, you would have to make a perception against my stealth to see me, and that wouldn't go well. But
Where's Darius?
I'm gonna not, but just like to let everybody know, I was very close to using that prepared action once their backs were turned to exploding arrow in the middle of them.
Oh my god. Sounds like a Darius move.
So, Zelonis, give me an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah. This is all
5.
flavor. This isn't... You are pretty sure, because you don't see Darius, that he was a ghost when you just saw him.
Rigel.
You no longer see him, and you just think that he's gone.
Rigel. Rigel, you... What?
Yes?
Darius is gone. Was he real?
Well,
He disappeared.
Yes.
I'm gonna step out from my
He
hiding
tends to
place.
do that when threats appear.
I mean, I can speak with the dead, like... Hey, what up, Darius?
You guys are having
He's
this
alive.
talk as
Guys,
Darius
guys,
is like
guys.
standing with you
He's
guys.
right
Like
there.
I said, he's like pretty undead.
Guys, he's right there.
Oh, I'm gonna use sharp cold on my hand and put it on Rigel's shoulder.
Give me a stealth check and a sleight of hand check, and then Rigel, give me a perception check.
I know an undead when I see one. This guy is clearly undead.
That's gonna be a 19 on the stealth.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
I definitely didn't pass, but it was,
You all of a sudden feel just an icy hand on your shoulder.
Wait, the
10.
wait, it's a 13 plus 5, 6, 7,
19.
18.
18. You just feel this icy hand clasp your shoulder. And then you turn around, it's just Darius standing there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy's undead. Like I said,
I'm gonna poke him.
it's so cold.
Oh my god.
My stability check was below a 10 again, so I'm gonna swing on Rigel.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
I back up.
Give me a dexterity save then.
It's an 11.
Okay.
Darius, come on, dude.
It was only a 10, so I'll miss.
Okay, so he backs up, you both kind of look like assholes, like he stumbles back and you kind of stumble forward with your punch and miss.
Yeah, Darius isn't in full control of his faculties at the moment.
Life is more than you think it is, Darius. Stop attacking me.
I use minor illusion to kind of create a, to form a shield, force shield kind of in front of them. Obviously, they can walk through it, but to kind of throw it, catch them off guard and be like, gentlemen, this isn't getting us anywhere.
What is
I'm not
going
doing
on?
I really thought that you were going to cast Minor Illusion to give Darius googly eyes because his eyes were unsettling.
Alright, I'm
Wait, what's wrong
getting
with his
real
eyes?
sick of this real quick. Explain yourself. What is this? What is going on? And are you Darius?
I'm me, and then he looks at his hands making the gray mist again.
So
What
he's
happened?
undead. I'm pretty sure he's undead.
Rigel, hush. What happened to you?
I was dead.
So you were dead.
And you're back.
How does that
I'm
happen?
not sure.
Do you remember what happened after you died before you came back here?
No.
Nothing.
Brief glimpses, nothing concrete.
Yeah, I can't imagine you're going to bring up seeing your father to them or anything.
Can I get a perception check to see what the expression is on Darius' face right now?
Flat affect, I'm assuming, but that's going to be a Darius call. But I mean, you don't need to roll a perception check because you can see him with your eyes.
He's just utter confusion.
I hug him.
Uh,
It's alright. Calm
Hold on,
yourself.
I'm gonna roll. Oh. That didn't go well. Darius is going to scream, not unlike the banshee creatures, and involuntarily cast Phantom's Mark on Zelonis.
What is that?
Okay, so in that case, though, I'm gonna need you guys to roll just a d20 on initiative to see whether or not he grapples you first, or if you get that off. Because hug is a
That's fine.
grapple.
Am I rolling grapple check?
No, you're rolling initiative first.
Okay, I got an 8.
18 plus 4.
Instantly wins, yeah. So
22.
you scream like a scary, dissonant 3-year-old girl in any horror movie.
Oh god.
Ah!
So for Phantom's Mark, everything around you looks like dim light, and the only real light source you can see is a gray glow around Darius.
What is this? Rigel. Daniel, where are you?
We're right here. What's going
You can
on?
also choose to break the spell, Darius.
Yeah, if Zelonis lets him go and steps back, that'll probably happen.
Well, you got this off before he grappled you, so he'd have to roll that grapple check with disadvantage here.
I was trying to hug the guy.
Well, it was... Well, no, it was a reaction to touch.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that since it was combat and you rolled initiative, he
I
went to
attempt
go
cast
touch.
spell magic,
You reacted
but
to
it
the
fizzles.
attempted touch, and so if he wants to do the touch still, he's gonna need to roll disadvantage on a grapple check.
Alright, so Darius is going to take a second, get a hold of himself, dispel the mark, and fall to his knees.
Well,
Please be sure to mark that as one of your spell slots used.
Yep.
why? What
What
is
just happened?
going on? I couldn't see anything. Everything was dark. Darius did
Darius
something
is
to my
just-
eyes.
He's just grasping at the fucking dirt with his hands.
All right, I'm going to forcibly pick him up then.
Do you really want to do that? Is that what Zelonis does here?
That's really not a good
As
idea.
he goes to pick him up, Thamior kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "Just leave him be.
What? We gotta take him. He's one of us.
He is coming with us, but it appears that anything forceful is just gonna set him off. Just
It's like
Let him
touching an
come-
autistic kid, dude.
let him come to terms. Let him travel with us.
I just forced
Oh
myself
my-
on him. He'd be fine.
Look, you just went to hug him, and you started screaming and yelling, and Lord knows what happened to you. Just
I'm
leave
so
him be.
sorry. Zelonis, did you just say I'll just force myself on him? It'll
Yes!
be fine?
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay, roll a rape check, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. No.
It's okay. It was a 6.
I rolled a 4 on a perception
Is that
check to
the
know if that
strength
was a rape check.
modifier too?
I don't want to answer that, dude.
Listen, all of you. We've lost the fucking dwarf. We've lost Adria. I don't want to lose Darius as much as he's fucking annoying me. Darius, get your ass up. We're going to the fucking pixie place.
Darius slowly stands pretty uneasy on his feet.
Thamir, keep an eye on him. Rigel with me, let's go.
Darius, come on, let's go. And I kind of motion for him to.
Yeah, he says nothing. He just follows, sort of blank.
Alright, we'll start our trek back to the Pixie Hollow or whatever. the fuck
I
it's
also
called.
just love how Zelonis goes, as much as he's fucking annoying me, coming from the party of people who watch their friend come back from the dead and instantly start trying to poke him in the chest.
Hey man, he like
Motherfucker
disappeared
tried
and
to punch
shit.
me.
He
Hey,
came back.
hey, are you undead now? Hey, how you
Okay.
doing, buddy? Hey.
You guys start making your way back towards the oasis. There's
Naturally,
no...
I cast my ritual spell to summon my horse and
Sure.
ride that.
Yeah, cool. I mean, do you guys want to fly there?
Okay.
Although somebody would have to touch Darius.
Oh god. We'll walk.
Okay, so Thamior's just kind of on his horse, just trotting alongside you guys as you walk. You see that already the ground is starting to green a little bit. You're starting to hear a little bit of birds chirping. You're starting to notice that, like, almost instantly, nature is starting to come back to this otherwise dead area. And then all the threats are gone. Let me do this real quick.
Hey, Thamior, you want to send that owl up ahead?
Sure. And I send Ophelia up to scout the surroundings.
All you can really see is Rin way far ahead of you guys, on her way seemingly and presumably back to the Oasis as well.
I see Rin ahead of us. It looks like
it's Rin.
She's
She
just
was wearing
spinning
the
the
crown.
crown around her finger.
she's not wearing the crown, but it looks like she's holding it.
We better tell her that the Oni are after her.
Yes, let's get a move on.
Quicken their pace a little bit while we have a scout ahead.
Oh, actually, somebody, Zelonis, give me a deception check. This is a retcon.
A deception check?
You did tell the Oni that you destroyed the crown. That's not true, so... Let's just see whether or not they believe it.
Full 20?
Okay, cool, yep.
Alright.
You guys make your way back to where you know the Oasis to be, though you can't fully see it at all. And you're back at essentially what the magic bubble would be.
I pull out the key that Sindel gave me and put it against the bubble.
Sure. You guys all kind of group up together around this little pebble that Sindel gave you, which is almost like a grain of sand to you. And you guys walk through the bubble. You see that the pixies, all like thousands of them, are just floating around, and they're shooting up like fireworks, and dancing lights is being cast, and it looks like confetti is falling everywhere, and everybody's cheering. You fucking hear like trumpets going off, but it sounds like really high pitched to you guys because they're tiny little trumpets. And you see Sindel comes straight up to you guys, and he goes,
I start waving.
as you're waving,
people.
there's a bunch of them around your hand, and you're like smacking 80,000 of them in the no. You see Sindel comes right up to you guys. He goes, "Guys, you've done it! You've done it! I can't believe it!"
Yeah, I told you it'd be easy.
Sindel looks over at Darius, who was there the first time, but then not the second time, and is now here the third time, and goes, "Yeah, easy. Okay.
Yeah, we got
Darius
the
is
red
Come.
shaking at all this noise and movement.
Please, let's all have a drink. The creepy-eyed one, you're unsettling. I think we may want to get you some sunglasses."
Hey, Sindel,
Huh.
have you seen the rock golems? I'm pretty sure they stay behind.
They're maybe here and I mean, they're around, I'm sure, somewhere, maybe. They're like 4 feet tall now. They're like
Wow.
running around doing whatever.
Oh no.
Alright, guys. Well, let's get a drink.
Come, let's all have a drink and celebrate.
Yes, I can use a drink after that.
Who's taller than 5 feet?
Me.
I am.
You guys, you all duck as you enter into the bar. This is a pixie village after all. You see that this bar is full of there's some other people around, and
before going in.
you guys see that most notably, because mainly there's pixies, is you see that there is a dwarf sitting at the bar.
A dwarf.
Oh, great, another
Wait.
one.
Did we leave that other one here?
It's a totally different dwarf. This one's covered in tattoos.
Where did
No, this guy looks a little rougher than the last one.
this guy would have been useful?
Did we come in with the Rin? Did we come in with Rin? Is Rin here?
Rin's not in the bar, but you definitely assume, based on Thamior's using of the owl, that she's definitely somewhere in the village.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. That's good to know.
I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna
Makes
leave?
sense? You gonna go find? You want to go perch on that palm tree?
No, I want to look around for Rin.
Okay, so we'll cut to that.
Wanna
in
go
a
get a
second.
beer?
Yeah, you're buying.
Alright.
Guys, the drinks
Alright,
are
fine.
free. You've killed the Shadow King.
Oh, that's right.
Hey,
I
Sindel.
play that.
Was that the Wayne's World air guitar?
Oh yeah, but I played it on my blowpipe.
Your blowpipes?
Give me a performance check.
Okay. It's 19.
Sick. Yeah,
it's a 20, full 20.
Nice. Love it.
They said to
As
lose
he's
the dwarf.
as he's doing that, I cast minor illusion to make notes fly out of his guitar as he plays it.
Sick.
Nice. Yeah. So, what's your strongest beer? Let's get one of those.
I'll have
Actually-
a wine.
What do you want telling us, dude?
No. I mean, nobody notices the dwarf over there.
You got any of that dwarven whiskey?
Well, I'll get to him. I just need my
You
drink.
see that the bartender's looking at all you guys? Alright, you guys just said like 8 different things. What would you like? The wine got you nice elven. Sylvan. It's a Sylvan wine, but here you go, bud. Hands you a U-sized cup, not a tiny little thimble, since it is a pixie.
Oh,
Can we
thank
get
you.
Can we get 2 beers and 3 dwarven whiskeys?
Coming right up. You see that this this little pixie goes and like it literally looks like he's putting on combat gear, strapping this giant human-sized bottle to his back as he flies up and like tips himself over, pours himself out into these cups for you guys. There you go, on the house. Good job, guys. Good fucking job out there.
Thanks.
Thanks. I take a whiskey and I give one to Zelonis and a beer, and I give the other whiskey to the dwarf sitting next to me, and
Was
I
he sitting at a
raise
bar or
the
at a
shot
table?
glass.
He's sitting
We're
at the
we're sitting at the bar next to this dwarf. And
okay, and you push him over the whiskey, to which he...
I look at it and I say, dwarfen whiskey. Don't you have anything stronger, like for orcs? And then I throw it back.
That's what I'm
throw
talking
it
about.
back.
Yeah, I throw it back.
That means he drinks it, Mark.
Oh, he throws it back. Okay, cool.
I
I
drank
throw
it.
it back too.
Oh,
You just thought he whipped it into your face?
throw it at the wall.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, he threw it over his shoulder, he gave it back to me. Like, there's so many different things it could have been for him.
I don't think so. I think the colloquialism is that he drank it.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Okay.
No,
that's totally
I'm glad you picked that up. I would
I-
have done like,
so
I would
there's
have
a
said it
delay.
over and over again.
There's a delay,
I
and
speak,
then
I speak, Mark.
Rigel.
I speak
Also
fluent
throws it
Mark
back.
Adams sick, dude.
And then
Greetings,
Zelonis?
friend. I'm
You also
Fabnor. What is a dwarf like you doing in a place like this?
Were you trying to pick him up?
I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm talking to Rigel.
A dwarf like
What? No, like... He looks out of place here, doesn't he?
Well, that's
Like,
why
doesn't
I'm
that seem
asking.
weird to you that there's another dwarf?
Are we just
Like,
going to talk
think about all the
this guy?
dwarfs we've seen.
Are we just going to talk about this guy in front of him, or are we going to talk to him? I'm
Uh,
sorry. I apologize for him. I'm Thamior. What is your name?
you? I'm Barry Schneekoff.
Nice to meet you, Barry.
Barry Schneekoff?
Mm.
Hey, Barry.
You look like somebody we could have used out there helping to fight that guy.
You guys are looking for an orc?
Or
Not in particular.
I believe we're looking for a goblin.
Yeah, I mean, do you know any orcs?
Yeah. Being one, I grew up with them.
What?
Yeah.
Rigel's brain hurts more than usual.
Zelonis
So
is
you-
confused.
Wait, so you
These
grew up
tattoos
with
don't
an
tell
orc.
the story. Covered in orcish tattoos.
Would I
He's
recognize the
covered in
tattoos?
organs. Okay.
You would recognize his tattoos probably as being orc tattoos.
I size him up. What kind of weapons does he have?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You'd see a warhammer on my side. And,
Okay.
A couple of hand axes.
And how is he dressed?
Traditional orc.
Like a
not much.
loincloth?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Leather.
He look like...
Kind of like Tux guys, but is
He kind of looks like...
not a
Oh my god.
but is a dwarf.
I'm so confused. What?
I
Okay, so
believe he was raised by orcs.
I'm gonna do a roll here for a second.
Okay.
Rigel doesn't get it.
You'll have to give them a couple of minutes to catch up.
I rolled a 7. Zelonis doesn't understand either.
I like the idea of I roll for get it.
I don't get it. So, you're not very green for being an orc. Or have tusks. I've killed a lot of
My
orcs.
Fucking headphones blew out.
You probably shouldn't say that to an orc.
What, that I've killed a lot of orcs? It's true.
I roll my eyes and face palm.
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
These idiots
my,
are gonna get me killed one
my
day.
headphone blew out.
Maybe he needs some explanation.
What
Maybe
was the
he
question?
explain what just happened.
Yeah, Zelonis
So-
just asked, you don't really look like an orc, not very green or have tusks. And I would know what an orc looks like. I've killed many.
He's a dwarf, dude. Wait, what?
I think if you're saying you killed many, I probably would get it in your face.
Yeah,
Are you trying
okay.
to kill me?
No.
No, he's not trying to kill
You got
you.
a problem with orcs?
No, just when they're trying to kill me.
You look at him as he looks like he might be trying to kill you.
Are you trying to kill me?
I'm not looking for trouble.
Okay then.
Neither are we.
No,
We've
no,
had
no.
plenty today.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I almost died today.
This is
I
what's
could help.
going on.
Sindel is sitting on the bar with a little pixie margarita, just looking up and fully listening in on everything happening.
Rygel's trying to think of the most beautiful female orc he can think of.
Roll me an insight check, or perception check, or an intelligence check.
Alright, let's go with a perception check, and it's
Or
a
it can
full
honestly be a
20.
performance check.
That's a full 20 with
Full
a
20? You honestly get
Perception.
like 3/4 stocked.
nice.
You think of the sexiest orc woman, like...
I figured I did. I figured.
Rigel's not that discerning, he's open.
Hey Barry,
Yeah.
Mm.
we're kind of short on people. Let me introduce myself. I'm Zelonis, leader of the unleadables, basically.
Wait, whoever said you were the leader?
I'm the
He's
leader.
not.
I'm the leader.
Oh,
Shut
you're
up.
the general.
Shut up.
I just assumed I was the leader.
No, you're just the smart guy.
Well,
You're the
yes,
brains.
Mary.
smart
He's
one
the
leads.
loot. I'm the brawn.
Pompous fucking smart guy. What
Well,
am I?
never mind.
Anyway,
loot.
I'm not having this argument.
Again, for the 80th time.
Barry, do you want to join us? We need more muscle.
We do need more muscle, Barry.
I do
Ragel
need a
does
new
need
quest.
more guardians, and he expands
Ragel,
his
shut
arms
up.
and
Let
his
him answer,
wings.
goddammit.
Christ.
Ignore him. I'm pretty sure he has a cult following.
As I've outlived all of my orc brethren in 2 lifetimes, I'm on borrowed time. And I'm here to make my destiny right. And I'm looking for a new quest.
Whose
I can be of
destiny?
service. Mine.
What is that? Oh, destiny. Destiny. Yes.
Bend your face palms harder.
I've had 3 drinks at this point.
What
I'm
is his
so
death?
glad I left.
Is he dwarf-hearted?
Me? I don't know what a dwarf is. I was confused by the first dwarf we met. So now that you're telling me you're an orc, I'm super confused. Alright, Barry, well, welcome.
Barry.
We had another person, but...
What is your destiny? You never answered the question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
You're trying to find your destiny?
what do you...
I am clearly alive by the will of the gods alone. And
Well,
until
I think
fulfill
you
that
just
destiny-
found it, Barry.
Oh, God.
Oh
here we go.
god.
Proceed at your own risk.
Cheers to destiny.
Barry,
Okay,
sneak
cheers.
off, my dude. I cheers to him again. It's empty, and I asked the bartender to fill him up again.
You see that
What's the
he...
stronger stuff, orc?
I'd say probably like
orcish
orcish.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Orcish
orcish
whiskey. Let's
whiskey.
get the orcish whiskey. I throw both my arms up
You
in the
see
air.
that the bartender, who's very grateful for you guys killing the Shadow King, also just goes, yeah, you got it. exhales really heavily because he's like really not used to having to do any of this shit. He goes, straps the giant thing to his fucking back again, flutters up, and fucking pours it into your guys' glass.
I clap for him. You're gonna get buff, pixie boy.
If you want, I can carry that for you and serve a drink.
Oh, God, would that be pretty lit, honestly.
Yeah, we can pour that.
Yeah,
for
I go ahead and pour the drinks from now on.
Oh, good. He just leaves the bottle right on the bar with you guys.
There we go.
On the house, this tastes like garbage to us, so...
Oh, well, it is pretty garbage, but it does get you. Actually,
I
it's
drink it, and
fucking
I'm like,
garbage.
this is that
This
sweet
could taste
stuff.
a lot better.
It's that sweet stuff. It's like, it tastes like Everclear was set on fire.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
like
about it. I was like,
Pure ethanol. Like, it's so hot in your throats and mouth.
Ooh, this is good.
Rago actually is getting pretty fucked up from this and does not actually have that much.
Give me a
Pretty strong.
constitution saving
It's pretty
throw,
strong.
dude.
He like has a lot, but like it's pretty fucked up for him. It's an 8.
Yeah, you are like beyond tipsy already. Like you've had the whiskey.
yeah. So I've had like a couple sips of it, and I'm fucked up.
For me, it's like root beer.
Right. He's just
I
sitting
smile
there like,
when I lick my lips.
Oh fuck.
I'm just nursing my wine, watching these idiots drink this crazy stuff.
Damn you, you
Raggle's
gotta
in
try
circles.
this.
Raggle's
No, I'm fine.
walking in circles.
Come on.
Two brethren. And I lift up a glass of it again.
I slam
try to
back
cheer
another
them.
glass as well.
I raise my glass too.
Two brethren. Raggle rolls, and
Two
he
brethren.
actually like does a 360 and falls on his face.
Okay, I set my wine down. He's had enough.
Yeah,
And I
he's done.
pick Raggle up. Can I get a glass of water, please?
Can I get a glass of water, please?
You see that he brings 2 glasses of water and fills them up for you guys.
And I give them both. I sit Raggle down at a nearby table and just give them both waters. Here, drink these.
Yo, we killed the dark dog today.
We did. We did very well.
He was.
Hey Barry, have you heard of the Shadow
you-
King?
Raggle drinks the water.
Are you the
Here,
party
drink
that was
this.
looking for the Shadow King?
Yeah, we fucking kicked his ass.
You see that Sindel shoots up like dancing lights and fireworks out of his hands. They're all tiny to you though, because he's a pixie, so...
I rolled a 1, I'm unimpressed.
He like, you see that he like looks like a little kid who you just told his drawing was ugly.
Oh, Sindel, I'm sorry.
No,
Little
no,
Pixie
I
was shooting out
get
little
it.
sparks?
Yeah, he was shooting out like fireworks from his fingertips when he said that he kicked their ass.
Can I?
Do I
Can
recognize
do
it's a pixie?
Yeah, yeah, you guys fully. You knew this was pixies though. This was a
Right.
pixie village when you came here.
Okay.
a very uncomfortable?
I used to have a severed dick that did the same thing.
Oh, did you say a severed dick?
Yeah, I had a whole bag of them. One of them was magical. It shot sparks just like that.
Oh my god! Sometimes I shoot magical sparks.
Out of your dick?
I don't know. I haven't really tried.
Amir just is like, oh no.
That would be
not
an
one of
interesting
these.
skill check, dude.
I'll save that for Bubka
Oh my god.
on our wedding
You guys
night.
can all hear Bubka facepalm from the material plane.
Oh man. Hey Samuel, how? Oh, I can't even think now. I think I've had too much to drink.
Give me a constitution saving throw.
Take a deep breath and tell me your thoughts.
11.
11? Yeah, dude, you're pretty fucked up.
The Tink, in the black skies. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Well, we must see what we can do about Gibraltar.
Oh, speaking of my brother, I never had one.
Okay.
Raggle goes to sleep for the night.
Right there in the bar.
No, wait. You tell me.
Well, last I put you in the chair and had you drink the water. Have you done anything since then?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Then you, I don't know.
Oh,
Mike, does he pass out?
I don't think he passes out, but I mean, remember there's no real beds for you guys here. So, last you were here, you guys slept in the park, just on the ground.
Well, I meditated, but
Oh, so
I'm taking my 8-hour rest.
At the bar with your face on it.
Don't know.
Okay, so yep, you just put your face down on the bar, and they try and like gesture for you to come, and you just like, you like wave them off.
I'll make sure to. I'll make sure to grab
careful now, careful now.
That orcish drink is good. I like
Barry's
it.
partially sitting there like, what the fuck did I just get myself into with these guys, dude?
Bunch of lightweights.
Oh boy, this is good though. I like this, but yeah,
I don't think you should drink anymore.
I throw
Big man
back
like you
another
should
one
be
in
more
spite
stable.
of this elvish tongue speaking to me.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, you're like instantly plastered now.
Ugh.
I sigh and I make the sound of a weapon falling outside the bar door.
I rolled 3 4s in a row, and Ragel just threw up.
Oh, nice, dude. You see that it basically looks like an ocean to this pixie bartender, and he just literally takes off his smock, throws it down, and leaves. Fuck this shit.
Okay, gentlemen, I think it is time for us to go. And
I'm walking
I-
outside to look for that sword.
Barry, do you think you can help me with this one here?
This one what?
This one passed out in his own puke?
No. Try it.
Ragel's more fucked
Here,
up than he thought he'd be, and he rolled a 5 again.
Let's work together. We just need to get him outside. Let's
You're dry heaving as they fucking try and pick you up.
This orcish fucking whiskey was not fucking cool.
Can I do like a strength check? See if I can just pick him, lift him.
Yeah.
well, I'll be helping you too, so
Roll with
So
advantage.
what's that? With advantage?
do I roll anything or just he rolls with advantage?
If you're giving him the help action, he just rolls with advantage.
Okay.
That was a 7. You must be fucking
You
fast.
literally, you like are sitting there so proud of how easily you're handling this alcohol, but as you stand up, you do notice your legs are a little bit wobbly. You don't give in, and nobody can see it because everybody else is plastered. But you're like, okay. And then you guys just together throw his arms over your shoulders and
Drag him. We can
drag him
style.
out.
Once we toss him outside, I go back in to kind of help clean up a bit, using prestidigitation of my magic, and I will be right back while that's going on.
I
Perfect.
rolled a 1 to keep looking. I'm on my hands and knees looking for the sword in the grass.
You don't find it. You definitely don't find it.
I don't care what you rolled.
Yeah, right. A nat 20. All you would do with a nat 20 is realize there's probably not a sword.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm on my hands and knees like a fucking woman looking for her contacts.
Why? Men have contacts, dude.
Yeah, they're not the only people who look for stuff, dude.
Ragel's recovering
That's heavily
a little
sexist.
bit.
A little
roll a
bit
10.
for no reason. For what are you rolling for?
You saw. Oh, my hands and knees looking like a bitch.
You know what's crazy, dude? This party is either
They're gonna
absolute nonsense shenanigans or full-fledged combat mode.
There we go.
There is no in between. As you, they drag you outside, they find like a nice like patch of grass and trees, and
They're gonna
they just kind of
sleep.
let you flop, dude. Yeah, you're on the ground now.
Where's the sword? Where's the sword?
When we dragged him out, did we avoid the pool of vomit, or did we drag him through it?
Well, he puked onto the bar.
Onto the bar? Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
on the ground.
directly. No, he had his face down on the bar, like passed out, and he just sideways came out like what looked like a tidal wave to the bartender. So he just left
Yeah.
for the day.
That would have been an ocean, yeah. Yeah, the best you can hope for is for that to dry up.
No, Thamior went in and prestidigitation cleaned it.
Hell yeah.
Is
he's
everyone
a high
sleeping
elf.
or?
Oh well, you're unconscious, so you have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, as long
We
as
also
he's still
need
looking
to,
for the sword.
Okay, is
Okay,
everybody
I
else
just
gonna
wanted to
go
know
to
whatever-
sleep?
What's Darius doing?
Darius is about to
Are you
get
gonna
cut to
smash
if
cut to
everybody else is
Darius?
going to sleep. How about you don't direct the show, dude, and you fucking play your role? How's that?
Okay.
All right, session 24 notes. Fuck Rigel up. Okay. We will smash cut over to Darius, who is just wandering around looking for Rin. How are you going about doing so?
Darius is just looking around, trying to look for anything that doesn't look like a pixie, more like a big pissed off satyr woman.
You don't see anything just out and about.
Oh, we were in a particular, or I guess I wouldn't know where they found her.
Right.
Fun. Yeah, no, Darius is just gonna keep looking around.
Go ahead and give me an investigate check.
That is going to be a 13.
You think you kind of hear the voice of what you think is probably Rin based on your 16 seconds near her voice.
Well, she did speak to me.
So, well, yeah, for like 16 seconds. And then, so you think you might hear her voice coming from like a small little hut on one of the edges of the city, town, village.
Alright, I'm gonna go knock on that door then.
Sure,
he
you
left
knock
the bar right away, right?
Huh?
He left the bar right away?
I turned and fucking...
Darius doesn't
Damaged.
drink. He's usually perched on a windmill. You knock on the door, and it's a tiny little door. It's like 4.5, 5 feet tall. You see that a couple of pixies come and open it, and you see a pink and a green pixie, and they look up at you, and the girl goes to, yes.
And Darius just goes, Rin?
Okay, who are you?
I'm sorry, I'm Darius. I'm looking for Rin. I thought I heard her.
One moment. The door closes, and then a moment later, you see Rin comes out. Comes to the door and opens it.
Darius feels his first real moment of relief. Rin, the Oni, they're looking for the crown.
What did you tell them?
I didn't. Zelona said it was gone. I don't know if they believed him.
Right. Well, thank you. I will definitely keep my eyes out.
You saw them, all of it, right?
I was there.
But when you put on the crown before you let them go, you saw it.
Of course. I felt the burden of thousands of captured souls.
And Darius just sort of like doesn't have any further words.
Thank you for the warning, Darius.
The party's probably gonna come. They need the crown for the Goblin King. They need to talk to him.
Well, if they think that I'm letting this crown get anywhere near the Goblin King, they can fuck right off. That's literally the last living creature I would ever want near this crown. A goblin is inherently corrupted.
But
The moment he touches this crown, we're back to square one. And the last thing the Feywild needs is an all-powerful goblin. Let alone Gibraltar, the sniveling little prick.
I know, but he's tied to what's destroying our world, and if we can't get to him...
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, because this goes against everything she believes in.
Fuck, I'm mad that that's disadvantage, because one was a 20, but the lower one was a plus 12.
She looks at you and she goes, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find another way to Gibraltar.
Darius just sort of sighs. He's more just anticipating what the party's gonna try and say tomorrow. he's like, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Get some rest. You've been through a lot.
And Darius is gonna go find a nice, dark, quiet corner to lay down in.
Even though it's nighttime, it's always kind of daytime in the Oasis, but you find like a very shadowed little glade, and you gotta go lay down against a tree and knock. Is anybody else doing anything before they go to sleep?
Zelona's still looking for the sword.
You never find it.
I want to roll a religious check, even though I'm fucking pretty drunk. But, like,
Roll it for me with disadvantage, because it might be
Okay,
the
I got a
equivalent of drunk
natural
texting
20.
your god. Disadvantage?
and a 9.
A 9, okay.
Alright, can I sober the fuck up?
Over the course of the next few hours, while you're just crawling around in the dirt.
Before I go to sleep, can I look around the wooded area around where we're at? Check for a bag of dicks.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigate check.
Ooh, nice. That's team with. Oh my god, how's investigation -1? 17.
You don't find a bag of dicks, but you find a twig that you are convinced could easily be a stick bug's dick.
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
Put it in my bag.
So tiny.
Yeah, it's like a tiny little twig, but it easily could be a stick bug's dick, dude. Sure. And Zelonis, you, over the next few hours, sober up and start to realize I've looked in this 10 square feet as thoroughly as there is a way to check.
Alright. Zelonis is gonna give up, find a quiet place, and
Just rolls it out of the way of the doorway.
I'm gonna find a quiet place and kind of reflect on today, on everything.
Sure, so you probably would want to go to the park.
Yeah, so I'll head over to the park, and Zelonis is just gonna meditate. Well, not really meditate, but just ponder the possibility of his sister still being alive and losing Adria, and I don't know, have like an existential crisis.
I'm at the park reading after I was cleaning up.
Same for Rigel, but in a
After
different way.
I had to step over him, crawling through the dirt looking for that sword
You
to get to the
fucking
park.
asshole. Do I see Thamior?
I don't know, Thami, where are you?
I'm just in the park, in a nice quiet spot to sit, reading,
So then
meditate for the evening.
give me an investigate check.
Oh, I'm not looking for him.
Okay, so then no.
I start crying,
Okay,
and then I pray to Bahamut and
give
ask
me a
for
religion
guidance.
check.
Ooh. That is going to be 18.
18. You feel the spark of your dragon breath start to crackle through your sinuses as you just feel almost not a hand, but like a warm breath on your right shoulder, and you feel a little bit calmer, though you're not really sure why.
And alright, I go to sleep with the crystal that Adria gave me.
Cool. Cool. Everybody goes to sleep. Does anybody else want to do anything before we go to bed?
Nope.
Chirp, 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 tweet, chirp, chirp. Good morning, rise and shine, boys. What are we doing in the morning?
Darius awakes screaming.
Awaken screaming? Go ahead and give me a performance check. This is just to determine how loud it is.
That's gonna be an 8.
An 8? It's like a
I
very...
rolled a natural 20 for hearing it.
Okay, so you hear what is a kind of quiet scream. It's more of like a... "Ah!"
That's what wakes me up first thing in the morning. That's like the moment I wake up is because of that.
Rigel, while you were dreaming, you could see the land of Arcadia almost as if you were hovering above it, and the mist over the mountains that separates the northern plains from Mechanus and your home kind of starts to fade, and you can hear chanting out in the distance to the north. Loud, chorus-like, methodical chanting, and then you wake up to the sound of Darius screaming.
Oh, fuck, that's a nightmare. I roll out of bed and clean myself, and
Roll out of bed.
Wait, where am I?
Yeah, you went to the park.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you were drunk last night, so you're not fully sure how you got to the park or why you're in the park or what the ground here is, but
Is anyone near me?
that's up to everybody else. They may have dropped you down and just bounced.
I think we would have taken him as far as we could. Do you want to roll to see how far we got him?
Well, I mean, you could take him as far as you want, but I mean, there's no beds that are gonna fit anybody
Well,
here.
Well, I just
So-
had to step away. So when I was basically just kind of like helping him get him out of the bar. Then I went back in to clean it. So it would have been up to Marsh where he dropped him.
So it's up. You could. He's either you're either laying right outside of the bar, or Barry dragged you.
Probably in the
To, like-
woods, yeah.
I was in the
probably
grass.
near probably out into the park.
I'm in the middle of the grass.
Well, everybody basically is.
Okay.
It
Do I
would have
see
been
everyone?
something wooded. It wouldn't have been just
Yeah.
completely exposed.
There's a
Who do I
really nice
see?
park
Can
in
I
the
see
Oasis.
people?
I'm
Who do
sure
I-
Zelonis wanted to be alone. Barry could have slept near you if he wanted to. Otherwise, you don't see anybody.
I would have been up already, and I would have been in a place finding the best, closest thing to tea I could find, and having my morning tea,
Okay, so yeah, you see
morning
things.
breakfast.
Alright, so I'm just gonna head into the direction that I thought I heard Darius scream, and then you tell me where I go.
Well, you do whatever you want, buddy. You hear him scream and react however you want. I don't tell you what your character does ever.
Well, he's saying, what direction is he going? Because he believes
Yeah.
he heard it. a certain direction.
Yeah, I believe
Oh,
I
you
heard
go
a
towards
direction.
this, then you go towards it.
Okay.
I moved towards the scream too.
Salonis has passed the fuck out. He had a really hard day.
I have a number 3 sized fart out of a D4.
Nice.
You wake up to the sound of your own just.
That makes sense.
I rolled a 9, but like
You really shouldn't have to
14
roll a
for
sharp roll for that.
perception.
No, if he
Like
rolled a
Constitution?
D4, then I'd make him roll a D20 to see if he was able to clench it.
Yeah,
A 4 is a
Constitution.
shard, a 3 is just a loud flapper.
All right.
Constitution shard check.
Right.
I'm looking for Zelonis too.
He's asleep by a tree.
I'm looking for him. Do I-
Okay, well,
do I-
sure.
Do I see him?
Yeah. I mean, there's
You
only
said you were
one
looking
part.
for him.
You see a sleeping lizard.
Hey.
You eat metal.
That would be the fucking best way to wake
Yeah.
somebody up, dude.
Hey, Zelonis.
No.
Hey, I'm hungry. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
Yeah, I only have beef jerky. Like, I'm fucking hungry, man. Let's get something to eat. My stomach is killing me.
Yeah, let's go, Rigel. Let's get you something to eat, buddy. You okay from last night?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a 6. Plus,
You're-
plus 3.
9?
Fine.
You have such a fucking hangover, dude. Your head is killing you, and you like feel like you might puke again.
Yeah. I'm not.
You have a bitter, like morning breath taste of orc fucking
It's really dry.
whiskey. Yeah, it's so dry, and the only taste is that disgusting orc whiskey in your mouth.
You don't look
If I didn't.
too good.
Yeah, well.
He looks
Hey.
like pale.
What are we supposed to do today? It's all
So while these guys are having their little thing, I come out of wherever I was, investigating the scream, seeing those two talking.
Yep.
Gentlemen, did you hear that?
No, Rigel just woke me up, said he wanted food, so we're gonna go eat.
Oh, I just heard a scream. Here, I have a little extra for you guys. And I hand
Michael
them,
already forgot what he was doing.
What?
I had a few extra pastries with me, so I hand them to them.
Oh,
Did
This
you
is pretty
guys? Did we meet a dwarf last night?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Barry, you're
it's an
probably
orc
around
dwarf.
here somewhere. You gonna come chill, come through?
I thought I was losing my mind.
Yeah, do we see this orc? Does he show up, or is he
That's
chilling
up to
somewhere
him.
else?
Where's Darius?
Darius
and
was looking for him. Which way? I
Well,
could have.
well, I heard a scream come from that direction, I believe. Oh, I just heard the scream. I wouldn't be able to determine where it was if I was inside, would I?
Not entirely. General direction, yeah.
Barry.
I mean, their pixies are not very loud, so you could hear his scream pretty well.
Barry.
I'm walking towards that.
We gotta find Gibraltar.
I knew.
'Cause I've been up since the fart.
I knew we were going to a dwarf.
We
Another
gotta find
dwarf.
Gibraltar,
Wait,
guys.
short orc. Orc.
You've been looking for an orc my size?
We got you, bud.
Well,
Oh,
he
what
did
are we
look
doing?
like he could do the job.
So it looks like someone was screaming. Was it a woman? Was it a woman screaming, Rigel?
No, I don't think it was.
Well, which direction did it come from? Were you able to determine?
I don't know. It was. Should I roll or something? Should I just do it?
Yeah, you can roll.
For what?
Oh my god.
Nature check, perception, investigation. If it
I'll
woke
take a
you up,
perception.
then I think you need to roll with disadvantage. I was just gonna
Okay.
let you find it, but if you insist on rolling, roll with disadvantage.
I got a 7. I don't know where it is.
Alright, we're going the wrong direction.
You're
Go
so
that way.
preoccupied by Zelona saying he was down to get food and eating that pastry that you borderline don't even care anymore.
I'm eating the pastry.
Well, I do my best to kind of pick the general direction we were.
Alright, so I
of
eat the
where it came
pastry
from.
and I follow this dude.
I will say that you guys definitely know for sure that you would look for the most shadowed, darkest place.
Darius.
The windmill.
All
Is
right.
there a windmill?
Darius.
Roll for the success of a wild guess.
Wait, educated guess?
Yeah,
No, for me it'd be a wild guess.
yeah.
I do have a 17 passive investigation. Would I?
So that would be
able
a
to
lucky-
find
Yeah,
out?
you're able to just kind of assume where he would have gone, and there's only really one shadowy place in this oasis.
What is that?
It's near
That's-
the park, right where you guys are.
The
This way,
band
and I lead over to where I remember it being.
Darius.
Darius is sitting in the shadows, twisting a dagger back and forth in his hand, just sort of like looking exhausted as if he hadn't slept even though he did.
There you are. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Was that you who was screaming?
yeah, sorry.
What's going on?
Nothing, don't worry about it. He uneasily gets to his feet.
First sorry we've ever heard
I know,
Darius say.
right? Is that the dagger that he gave him?
Well, it's one of my long daggers. I have
Oh, the
two.
long daggers. Did you give that? You pocketed that dagger, didn't you?
Mm.
I don't even remember. Oh well. All right, what are we doing today, boys?
Well, we need to get to Gibraltar. We need to stop whatever he's doing that's causing our reality to shrink to nothingness.
Gibraltar?
Yes, Gibraltar, the Goblin King. How is it you wound up in the Feywilds?
I don't know. I went searching for my bag of dicks with a bottle of whiskey in hand. There I
Okay,
am.
well, I'm sorry I asked. Anyways, we need to. we have we spoken to Rin yet about the possibility of her helping us seek an audience with him?
I spoke to her last night.
Oh, what'd she say?
She won't go.
She won't.
No.
Why not?
If the Goblin King gets the crown, catastrophe.
Yeah, but we're never gonna let him get the crown. We're just gonna seek an audience with him. My secret hope was we were just gonna blast him.
Yeah,
Darius sort of like
Blast him?
shudders, and he's about to involuntarily cast again and stops himself. If we go walking in there with the crown into the middle of his castle, surrounded by his troops, it's a bad idea. Rin's right.
Rin's right. Listen here, Darius. I've killed hundreds of thousands of goblins. They're no match for my blade.
Christ.
There's gonna be too many. It's all gonna be wrong. The crown's gonna. And Darius just sort of stops.
All right, buddy. Just sit tight. Where was she? I'm gonna go talk to her.
Darius sighs and he leads them to the little hut.
So once we get there, I'll start knocking on the door.
Ren in Rome.
You see that two pixies, one green, one pink, answer the door, and the one looks out and goes,
Cosmo and Wanda.
"The bigs again." Yes, Rin, you gonna say words or
Rin.
you want to just say? Yeah, of course. Very
Please.
polite, you guys are.
Please.
How nice. Rin, more big guests. Rin comes to the door and stares out
Hey,
at you.
sexy.
You cannot have this crown. You will pry it from my cold, dead hands.
No, listen.
We are not interested in taking the crown.
We fought side by side. There's no
slide a
reason
shot
for
in
me
front
to
of him.
want to strike you down. But we need help. We need to stop this catastrophe that's going on.
Look, as you can see, this plane, my home, my world, is already in catastrophe. I'm sorry, I don't have time for yours. I need to focus on fixing my home.
What's
I'm
wrong
sorry that yours is...
with
Look
wrong
around.
with Feywild?
The Shadow King took over the north, the Oni are constantly attacking, a fucking goblin is the king of the Feywild. There's more wrong here than I even have time to deal with myself. I don't have time for yours.
I'm gonna stare Rin in the eyes, and in a very soft voice. Then we will kill them all.
That's not always the solution, Talonis. You can't just
Let us
kill your
help
way
you.
to a solution.
It's worked thus far.
Look, you've helped greatly, and I'm infinitely indebted. But a lot of those souls that I freed were from your realm. I've done my part. The Shadow King is dead. You're going to need to find another way to Gibraltar. I'm sorry.
We help.
You wouldn't have
Defeat the
defeated the
Shadow
Shadow
King.
King without our help.
No,
You
I
need
wouldn't
to
have
help
defeated
us.
him yesterday. That doesn't mean we wouldn't have defeated him. Do not underestimate my power or our numbers. We may be weakened, but we're still strong.
We're on the
did
same
help.
side.
You,
you need
are
to help
not
us.
on my side. I
Do
am
not
on the
forsake
side of the Feywild.
And we are too.
Okay, then you understand that you using this crown to get to Gibraltar is an impossibility if you're on the side of the Feywild.
Well, then how would you suggest we seek audience with Gibraltar?
I wouldn't want to seek audience with that fuck. I don't know. Climb the
Put my
mountains.
hand-
Sneak
Put my
in.
hand on her shoulder. And
Saving
I say, I will
the
bring
material
you his
plane.
severed dick.
Hold on.
Can you help us save the material plane?
Scale the mountains. I have one plane to worry about now. I can't be focused on yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, dudes, let's fucking.
Well, we were told that Gibraltar can help us save the material plane.
I don't know who told you Gibraltar can help with anything, but all he's interested in is chaos.
Mona.
We have to go through the mountains then.
What are you talking about?
Mona. She's the one that told us that we need to speak with Gibraltar. She's the one on the other side who sent us here to do so
How much do you trust this Mona?
with my life.
Alright, well, then maybe you do need to seek audience with the Goblin King, but that's not something I can help you do. I will be instantly killed on sight.
Not
You know
with
who
us.
can help us?
Do you know how many goblins I've killed in the past week?
Not enough.
182.
Well, those are pretty good numbers.
Not a bad number. I would be
And
instantly...
Is there a passage, cave, anything?
You can scale the mountains, risk the mountaintops. You can risk what may lie up there. I'm, as you could tell, not really much for climbing, and gestures at her huge body.
That's a nice
But-
body.
Roll me a
I would-
dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. 16.
Before you can even blink, her hand is around your throat. I'd be
Oh,
careful what I
yeah.
said.
I mean, oh, right.
She looks you with a fiery stare in the eyes and she goes, I'd watch your lizard tongue here. You may have killed the Shadow King, but the Feywild is much greater and still in great peril.
I knock her hand off my throat and declare that
go
I'm a
ahead.
dragon.
Give me an opposed strength check.
Oh no.
19.
Her hand doesn't go fucking anywhere.
Yeah, I
Watch
made
your
it right.
tongue when you speak to me. We've fought side by side, but by no means are we friends. We may be allies, but only because it's convenient for both of us.
Is
I
this Rin?
cannot help get. Yes, this is Rin. I cannot help you get to the Shadow King. Your best bet is to scale the mountains to the east and sneak in from the back. There are no walls there.
Okay. Let go.
She lets go.
You're a terrible leader.
We don't need to. We don't need this to descend into violence.
I push Rygol.
Together, we can work together civilly, and I kind of place my hand on Zelonis' shoulder to calm him down, or on his back more.
On his lower back.
Yeah.
Comply.
Ooh.
I mean, I can't feel it. I'm wearing like 3 layers
Ren.
of armor.
Ren, thank you for this information, and we do not wish to fight you. We wish to help you.
I want to eat that ass.
Whoa.
Zelonis,
I'm doing a perception check. You're so lucky I rolled a 3, dude. She didn't hear it.
All right, we gotta fucking go to the mountains.
Alright, I look her dead in the eyes and I say, I will bring you back that severed dick, even if I have to go up the rear to get it.
I would prepare it as a meal for us.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Damir is in disbelief at what he just heard, and it just in his mind he's going, "No, fuck another one! God damn it, piece of shit! God damn it!" Just cursing like all over the place in his mind.
Well, I would imagine since Barry's probably been here for a little bit, he's at least had some FaceTime with her, so she's familiar with his dick collection a little bit. He's
Well,
probably
the mere fact
asked
that
you
that's
about
how
it
he's-
twice.
The mere fact that that's how he's talking is just making him go, "God damn it! You know, we have this coming along with us."
And then it's the one time that she responds nicely.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's look for Sindel. Maybe he could help us a little bit here.
All right.
Alright, look around for Sindel.
Give me... Okay, yep, that works. And he comes fluttering out.
Hey.
I rolled a nat 20 for whether or not he heard that, so...
Nice.
he comes fluttering out and he goes, yeah, what can I do?
Hey, Sindel buddy. We're gonna scale the mountains and break into Gibraltar's castle.
Oh, fucking Christ, it doesn't end with you guys. Alright, cool.
Fuck no.
That sounds horrifying. Now, I have to warn you that in the mountains there can be dangers. There are both rock and water elementals that live up in the mountains.
Ooh. How do we
And
get
then there's
past
also the Bear King.
The-
He's not like, I know that
How
lot of
many
kings.
kings?
a lot of kings are getting thrown around at you guys here, but the Bear King is just worried about his nature in the mountaintops. Avoid him or bring him fish.
fish?
He's a legitimately bear. He's a full-fledged just a bear. He's not really king of anything, but he protects the mountaintops.
Where can we get a bunch of fish for him?
Here you go. And you see that, like, from the water in the middle of the oasis, like 10 trout and like salmon and shit just hop up onto the shore, and they like flap their bodies until they suffocate.
Thank you, Sindel. Now,
Yeah, of course.
I hate to ask this, but do you happen to have anything to help us in our journey? I know
You
you
see
guys
that
have
like
a lot of magic.
10 pixies come with like a big bag in there, and it's just a bunch of climbing gear. It's a bunch of pitons and thousands of feet of rope, and things like that that will help you to aid your way through the mountains. You see, we have wings, so
Oh, right. Do you have any... Let's see. And I looked through my bag for the potion of feather fall or whatever the fuck it is. And I
Okay.
kind of show it to him. Like, do you have anything like this just in case we fall?
we have wings, so we don't have any use for stuff like that.
I guess that makes sense. Alright, cool.
He puts his tiny little hand on your shoulder that like covers up like 1/10 of one of your scales, and he just goes, "Be careful, brother.
Thank you, Sindel. We'll be back.
We'll always be here. Hopefully our oasis will be much larger by the time you get back.
I
Now
hope
that the
so.
Shadow King's gone, we can expand our orb of protection. Hopefully take back the lake.
Yeah, just watch out for the Oni.
Fuck those guys."
That's what I said. and I position to high five Sindel, realize he's small, and just put my hand down.
Okay, he winks at you, and as he winks, like a bing, and like a gleam of light from his eye.
Oh, the little things.
What are you trying to say?
You gotta enjoy the little things in life. Someone
I
once
do
told
enjoy
me.
me.
That.
That's what my girlfriend tells me every night.
We
Love
we
it.
need to.
Yeah. Let's get
Go.
going. All right, Barry. Let's get
I
you
was
those
just
dicks.
kidding. I was just kidding. I hang meat.
So do I, Barry. I mean, Sindel.
He does an air high five with you.
I air high
Liars
five back.
unite, Zalonis.
Taz, Maz, Baz, Baz. I call for the golems.
You don't have any response.
Taz! Fuck, where'd they go?
Okay, you guys talk amongst yourself real quick and decide what you're about to do. I'll be right back.
Any of you see
We-
those tiny little rock people?
No, we need to leave.
Oh, but they can
Must
help
move.
us.
Pebble folk.
Well, whatever. Alright,
Are there any? I mean, maybe we wouldn't know. Maybe Mike could be the one to ask. But are there any like orc villages out in those mountain areas?
not that we've come across.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pull out the map of the Feywild, put on my fancy glasses, so we know what fucking direction we're going in. And head towards the mountains. Let me pull up the map.
Up in the rear.
Alright, I posted it in the channel so you guys can all have it, because... Let's see... Oh my god. It's a long trek.
Oh, I fucking forgot that the whole southern half is just fire.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's a whole other thing. Forget it.
I do remember now. I forgot that I did that.
Alright, I'm gonna take a path straight from the oasis into the mountains to the northern part of that kingdom. Or where the mountains start, so we can start climbing there. Hey, Thamur, do you think, if you can make me fly again, we could probably get over the mountains?
Yes, I should be able to help more of us fly too, if it comes down to that.
Ooh.
Since that battle with the Shadow King, I've just been feeling more power surging through me, so I might be able to get more of us together at once.
Nice. Yeah, I've definitely felt a lot better lately. A lot stronger.
guys been in the Feywild for 7 days, right?
I think
7 or 8.
This is your 8th day.
I thought when we got to the Oasis the first time, it was 4 days.
So this
I
would be
thought that
6?
when you fought the Shadow King, it was on your 6th day, and this is now your 7th day.
No way, that seems a lot.
Yeah, because we left, we came back and slept, I think. Because
Right, you
Darius straight up
slept.
died.
I thought
Right,
it was
but
like
remember
3
you
or
didn't-
4.
You didn't start anywhere near the Oasis at all. The first thing you did was try and go straight to the Goblin King and got shot at.
I would say 7. Like, fucking time works weird anyway.
This is your 7th day, right?
Damn.
Been here a full week.
And
All
you
right,
guys, you guys only have a
time
general
work that way
idea.
on the outside, though.
You kind of Mona told you that it was 1 week per day, or was it? Did she say 1 month per day?
1 week per day.
1 week, because I told her we were there for 4 days. She said it was 4 weeks on her end.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
Are we still near Rin?
No, we're
No.
leaving.
How do we get out of the Feywild when we need to?
I don't know, Rigel. We'll have to figure that out when we get there.
So
My
where are we going right
guess-
now?
We got to get this dick first.
Yeah, we're getting this dick,
Who
I
the
guess.
fuck is this dwarf?
He's not
What
a
the f-
dwarf, Rigel. He's
We vowed.
he's a short orc. The
Short
small
orc.
orcs.
A short orc.
Short orc.
Okay.
Short orc.
Short
Okay,
orc.
got it. Short orc.
He's probably blessed by the strength of Source.
Is Zelonis being polite, or does he believe this as he says it?
Let me see. Yeah, I rolled a 1. Legit
Yeah.
rolled a 1. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I rolled
You're
a 4. I don't know.
Thamior knows that he's a dwarf, but
Right.
he's just realizing it's much easier to just go along with it
This
than to
is
try to
not worth
correct
my
it.
fucking time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rigel's probably
Yeah.
like, Rigel's from like a celestial plane, so he's kind of seen everything. So he's like probably mixed. Like
He, like, gets
this
it,
is
but,
a
like,
fucking dwarf. If I'm not mistaken, like I might be crazy, but that's a dwarf.
Yeah, exactly.
And Darius just couldn't be bothered. Literally doesn't give a fuck. And nobody even introduced Darius. Darius just doesn't care.
no,
Like Darius never met
Darius
Barry.
just sees another dwarf, and that's it.
we're on our 3rd one, and Darius has enough problems holding on to his own sanity right now. So it's like, cool, it's another dwarf. Like,
Yes,
I'm-
fucking
I'm
rinse
trying
and
not
repeat,
to
dude.
become unhinged.
Can we roll for
I was
sanity?
fucking dead yesterday. Well, you don't roll for sanity. This isn't called the Cthulhu. Darius does his own side.
I roll sanity checks. Oh, that
Wait.
was a good one.
Good.
He's like, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, well, no. Sometimes certain rolls end in certain reactions.
Yeah, I bet.
Hold me closer,
Um,
tiny dancer.
He recalls the song that Adria sang.
Can we leave? Can we go? Can we move?
We've been moving. We're walking
moving.
now.
Yeah,
We're
you're
currently
just standing
walking.
back there.
I of course, summoned my
Yards
horse.
under
Darius was just so lost in thought he didn't even realize that they were
Been
walking.
walking for the past 20 minutes.
you. Can we go? Oh shit!
You
No,
stopped to
Darius
pee
is-
3
is-
times, dude.
Darius is fading in and out of the nightmares he was having last night. It still isn't done.
Darius, we're moving right now. We're walking. You're literally walking.
He kind of shakes his head and just sort of shivers.
You're fine, buddy. You're fine. You're here now. Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Cool. So you guys now today, you kind of see that leaves are starting to grow back a little bit, like budding tiny bits on the trees. You see that there's grass. You see like squirrels and rabbits kind of wobbling and bobbling around here and there. You guys start making your way east over towards the mountains, which direction is clear because it's towards the big ass mountains.
I'll put the glasses on.
Right? Didn't you need those for reading?
I needed those to see what direction I was going.
Okay, cool. So you have on your dragon glasses, and you guys are kind of heading your way out towards the east. Who is in front? Who's
Me.
leading? What's your formation? You're in front. Cool.
I am hanging out in the back on my horse.
Cool.
I'll be up with Zelenis.
Who wants to give me nature checks?
I'll do it.
I will.
I'll give nature.
I'll give one.
My nature's on -1.
10.
18.
18.
Wait. Where's my nature? Oh,
Okay.
11.
I need one person to give me nature checks that you guys all declare and can do whatever you want to vote on.
Me, I want it.
Okay.
Give it.
What was the roll you got?
18.
18. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you guys start heading. You guys are going smooth, solid. You guys notice that up to the north, where you saw once stood a giant dark castle, is now kind of an open field. You see that grass is green, starting to grow back in every direction. Much quicker than it would in the material plane, but I mean, this is the Feywild after all. Everything's fucked up. Sure. You guys travel pretty far. You travel for a few hours.
What's that smell?
Go ahead and give me an investigate check.
It is going to be 8. Or no, 6.
Kind of smells like a leaking septic tank mixed with daffodils. Like somebody did Febreze after a hefty shit.
Is that me?
Smells good.
No, it's still the fact that the shadow planes are all still kind of decrepit at the moment.
Okay. Can I roll to see if I can figure out if that's me or not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I got a 5. Whatever I'm checking, I still didn't get.
You are so certain that it's you that Zelona smells.
So I say nothing. Over my shoulder. I just look over at him.
I just glare. Was that you, Barry?
Give me an investigate check, Zelona.
10.
10, you're honestly, because of the look he just gave you, you think it might be Barry.
Hey, Darius, don't say anything, but I think Barry kind of, stinks. As I lean over and whisper in Darius's ear.
Says the guy who eats raw dead meat he's brought with him for days and days and days.
Hey, man, what else am I supposed to do with 600 pounds of owlbear meat?
Darius shivers and kind of just steps away a little bit.
Oh, well, okay.
That went well.
Alright, Barry, go ahead and give me another nature check, my man.
I want to signal
11.
11. Everybody give me a perception check.
Okay. I want to signal to Thamior and kind of do like a bird signal with my hand and point up.
13.
Okay. My perception's 22.
Cool.
I got a full 22.
Cool.
15.
Jesus. I got a 22.
Of course it was a full 22. There's no such thing as a nat 22. I'd call you a cheater. Alright, so you guys
Nat 30.
rolled... you guys who rolled above a 20, in the very distance you hear...
Sounds like a whiny little bitch.
Everybody give me...
What?
No, you guys haven't spent a night, really. What's the last nighttime you guys experienced? The Oasis is not really ever nighttime.
I think we had a nap out on the cliffs at some point, right?
Yeah.
Give
where
me a
those things
history
watching
check.
us.
We had those things watching us, and Darius shot an arrow up at them.
Give me a history check.
Would I have spent time outside of the Oasis?
Yeah, give me a history check. With, that's just give me a history check.
And that is going to be a 14.
Okay.
I got a 10.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. I'll give it only to Thamior then. On a 15, give me additionally a perception check.
Alright.
Cause with advantage actually, because you did so well on the first one.
Alright, well, let's see.
With a 10, would it be something that sounds familiar but still have no idea what the fuck it is?
22 again.
22. So Thamior, well, this also actually works because Thamior is like the most learned easily. You perceived and heard the howling, and then you remembered that the last night you remember sleeping outside, it was almost a full moon.
So I send Ophelia up to take a look after hearing that and seeing Zelonis do the bird signal.
Sure. That's going to allow Barry to roll his nature checks with advantage going forward. You guys traverse a little more over the next few hours. It's now starting, it's like 11 a.m. It's starting to be like early afternoon. You guys see to your right is a big-ass lake.
Nice.
There is a giant tree in the center of it. It almost kind of looks like a gigantic version of what the Oasis was, but for like normal-sized beings.
I wonder what's over there.
No,
Yeah,
we
it's
have
towards
to,
mountains.
Weren't we here
We
once
have to-
before?
Yeah, you disintegrated a bunch of tiny little things last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one over here threw some fire magic at a bunch of little butterflies or whatever they were.
Well, there's about like a dozen of them coming after us.
This butterfly's coming after you.
Well, they weren't butterflies. They were angry-looking pixies.
Barry, you don't
He said it
understand.
with a little bit of anger.
We got attacked by trees and grass
And butterflies.
and butterflies. This place isn't what you think, friend. This place is
The
You
orc-
see the fire in
The dwarf orc is like, man, these guys are pussies.
First they're giving me fucking dwarven whiskey. Now they're talking about running from butterflies.
No, fireballing butterflies and being proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
It's coming right for us.
Alright, you guys are gonna keep on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Barry,
Barry,
give me another-
SpongeBob butterflies are scary now.
Barry, give me another nature check, but with advantage this time.
Said nature, right?
Yes, sir.
Nature. So 15.
15. Cool. You guys keep it on.
Anybody want some jerked meat? We got a bunch of jerked meat.
Well,
It's
I
Albert.
think
Yeah.
Rigel
Yeah.
actually has the fucking jerky pyramid over there.
Well, Adria jerked a bunch of meat for me.
is that
It sounded like an offer, yeah.
Yeah. I hand him a big old slab of owlbear jerky.
Can I inspect if it's a dick?
Give me an investigation check, buddy.
3.
You were thinking to yourself, a combination of this might be a dick, and if this is a dick, whatever's dick it was fucking an abomination. Like,
Yeah.
it looked like dried ass jerky, and if this is something's dick, you don't even want to know what it was.
It could be Cthulhu's dick.
I wonder what Cthulhu's dick looks like, dude.
Dude,
Probably a
really?
little
Jerky.
tentacle.
It's actually on his face. One of those tentacles is
Oh.
a dick.
I'm googling it.
A bulbous tentacle.
I am
Oh,
googling
God.
it.
With barbs,
Isn't he like a mind flayer?
pretty much. With like bat
So-
wings.
Okay, I did find this. That's canon in our
Oh
world.
my god!
Oh God!
Oh my god!
Yeah. No,
That's what the Tarask looks like.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
makes sense.
Jesus.
It's a glorious dick butt.
What the fuck?
I vow to have it.
Oh, yikes. This is like, here's the real deal. He's not rocking as much meat as you'd think he would for somebody as like powerful as Cthulhu, but he does have like a, I mean, if that's flaccid, he's doing okay.
Yeah, that can always.
He's a grower, not a shower, I think. That's
Yeah,
always
that
been
can
true
triple down.
about Cthulhu.
Yeah, he can go all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be his opening bet.
Plus, I don't think that he cares what any of his, let's just call it what they are, victims think of his dick. They just
That's
get
a
it.
good Yeah, here you go.
Okay,
Alright.
so enough of
Is that a strength check?
for what? Cthulhu's dick?
Yeah. Yeah, can you do a passive strength on that for me?
Yeah, let's.
Mike?
Yeah, go ahead and give me how many hands you'd need. to crank off Cthulhu, dude. D20, and then that's the number of hands you'd need. You guys make your way further east, and you see, kind of as you're approaching, you start to see the face of a very, very sheer cliff. You see up to your north a little bit, kind of to your left, and then also to your right, there are waterfalls, and there are these sheer granite slabs that lead up several hundred feet.
All right, boys, let's do this. And I immediately start putting the pythons in and start climbing the mountain.
Okay. How are you gonna do this? Is everybody gonna be like
With my bare strength.
Okay, that's not really what I'm asking. Okay, makes sense. I will say, is everybody going to rope into the same rope on the same pitons? Are you gonna hammer them in and then kind of climb up, and then everybody's gonna follow you?
I'm gonna climb up, put a piton every 10 feet or so.
Cool.
Maybe 20, depending on how many I have. I don't want to waste
Sure.
them all.
Also, probably depending on your athletics, climbing, whatever checks.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll lead the way. Don't worry, guys.
Sure.
I can pick you guys up once I get to the top if need be.
Okay, so Zelonis hammers in a couple of anchor pitons near the basically like 3 to 5 feet above his head, so that way if he falls immediately, he doesn't instantly hit the ground. Go ahead and give me a athletics, climbing, acrobatics, whatever makes sense for you.
I think strength would be my best.
9 athletics check.
You go to grab the rock. Luckily, you're on the fucking ground.
Ooh.
You go to grab the granite, and instantly it's chossy as fuck, and just the volume that you grab just snaps right off.
Oh.
Okay. My athletics is really good.
Yeah, mine's a +7. I rolled a 2. All right. Let's try this again. Oh, I rolled another 2!
You grab another bulb right above the one you just grabbed, and it just crumbles in your fucking hand.
Can I try and climb up his back and jump up?
You can, yeah.
I got a 9.
Okay. As you go to climb up his back, you realize that you're actually tied in behind him. So as you go to jump, the rope limits your jump distance, and you just clunk, catch the rope, hits, pulls Zelonis forward, hits him into the wall a little bit, and then you both fall down.
All right, goddammit. Bahamut, give me strength, and I kind of power up like Goku.
Give me a religion check.
Oh, nat 20. What a
Nat 20? Okay.
Yes.
Your climbing checks will be with advantage for the rest of this climb.
Yeah.
I'll never deny a nat 20 unless it's with disadvantage from Mark Gibson.
All right.
Or no, that was Modero, I think, on a nat 20.
Yep, that was me today.
That was me. Yeah, I remember it, Mike. It was 10 minutes ago, faggot.
More like 35.
All right, I got an
Maybe
18
an hour
for
and
the
a half.
first check.
Yeah, you like actually like knock on the wall, you hit it with your fist to make sure there's no choss or loose rocks, and you kind of start to make your descent. You make it up about 30 feet. You see that there's like 2,000 more feet to go. But you make it like 50 feet up, and then give me a strength check with disadvantage to hammer in another piton, because you need to do it while you're holding on your holds.
Okay.
Need help there, Zelonis?
Wow.
Michael's just floating next to you.
Strength or
Can you do the
athletics?
help action?
Whatever you'd like. Athletics is fine.
Okay.
Can I perform the help action or guidance?
Yeah, you can. You can give him the help action. You can do it with advantage.
Okay. Sweet, because that's 26.
Yeah, you hammer it in. You guys go up 50 feet. Everybody else who's going to make the advantage, the climbs, because you have tool-assisted climbing, and Zelonis is up there with his blessing from his god. everybody rolls with double advantage. So that's 3d20s and you take the highest. Who's climbing and who isn't climbing? I know Rygel's just kind of...
Dangling?
No, he's flying. He's got wings.
Oh.
Hey, what's the orc doing?
I'm probably climbing.
Yeah, I'd assume that he's climbing. So everybody go ahead and give me athletics, acrobatics, some strength or dexterity check. I'm very lenient. I don't really care. Whatever you think makes sense for your character.
17.
Oh my God. Yeah, 17's the best I got.
That's cool. Cool. Yeah, you guys. I mean, it's honestly, it's like a DC 12. It was just
21.
unfortunate beginning rolls.
24 to keep going.
Yep.
You know, historically, I've never done well in climbing walls in any D&D campaign I've ever had.
A lot of people don't, especially when they're really tall, because it's a lot of climbing checks. Zelonis, you
Just
move
in general,
up like
I roll low, but
another.
break through a wall, no problem.
What's your movement speed, Zelonis?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, I'm definitely not doing 2,000 feet of 15-foot climbs. So you move up another 150 feet, no problem with the 24.
Thank you,
and
Bahamut.
Rigel, are you gonna hover and help him?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I, if I could, as the DM, just to make that go a little faster, Rigel could just fly up, hammering in the pitons to give you triple advantage on every single climb check, Zelonis? Or he could literally climb up and then pull the rope up.
That's if Rigel thinks of it. I'm so in the moment right now and happy.
Okay.
But that's also a strength check.
I
on
have an
Rigel's part,
intelligence
right?
0, so.
Yeah, but I mean, level 7s are strong as fuck. So, yeah, intelligence 0. That's true. So you just kind of hold his shoulder steady as he hammers in more pitons. You guys move up another 50 feet. Everybody, give me another climbing check with triple advantage.
I'm just rolling normal advantage, right? Because I'm
No.
doing the initial.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
19.
19.
22.
Yep. You guys all move up. No problem.
12.
This granite is beautiful. This granite is glorious. This granite has so many holes. You guys are fucking crushing it. Go ahead and give me another one, Zelonis.
23.
Super tight. You move up another, I'm just going to call it 200 feet, because, I mean, it would be so fucking devastating if you fell right now. Dude. You guys
Well, I
are
would
so
stop
high.
at the next piton, so I wouldn't die.
You hopefully would stop at the next piton. I would
I
have
cast
to
guidance
you wouldn't have to get pulled out.
Zelonis.
What does
Yeah,
that
what
do
does that
again?
give him?
I don't know, let's take,
Was it a D-
I don't know, but I want to cast it.
Was it a D6?
once before the spell ends, if the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check
Oh,
of its
Sure.
choice.
okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you cast guidance on him.
So I get to use it for whichever one I need?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you did already roll again. You just got a 23 or 24, right,
Yeah.
Zelonis?
Yeah.
You move up another 200 feet. You guys start to see that you're like
Ooh,
a
baby.
little more than a third of the way up this cliff. Is anybody on this wall afraid of heights? We know Darius isn't.
No.
Oh, imagine if after his death I make him afraid of heights.
You're perfect into the over, Doug.
No,
Although
right now Darius
it would
is
be a
afraid of-
weird side effect that you died on the ground but are afraid of heights. Sure, you guys continue up another several hundred feet.
Oh no, it
go
wasn't
ahead.
because I got knocked out of the air. Remember?
No, you got cast hideous laughter on and then swarmed. You did
No,
get
no, no.
ripped out of the sky first,
Yes.
and then Zelonis decided to leave you, and Rigel decided to do whatever he did.
Yeah, no, the fall didn't kill him, but it was a contributing factor.
Oh yeah, it definitely didn't help.
No, but he's just scared of people right now.
Right, and kind of himself a little bit probably.
A lot.
Cool. So you guys move up another several hundred feet. Go ahead and give me that strength check with advantage to nail in another piton.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, so then that's good. Just so you know, your strength checks on this are basically my counter rolls. So if you were to fall, I would have to roll a nat 20 for that one to come pulled out of the wall.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So I'm keeping track of those, but a nat 20, we'll literally just call that an anchor point. I won't even allow that to be a nat 20 gets it to pull out. You're solid from there up. So if you fall, you'll fall to that at worst.
Nice.
Which means you won't go tumbling to the ground and all die. So go ahead and give me climb checks, everybody.
24.
12. I'm fine.
22.
17.
And so, wait, Rago, why did you give me a climb check? You're flying, dude.
I know.
12 was exactly the DC you needed to hit in order to climb, but you're not, so... You're just slowly flapping your wings, just watching them.
A rock should fall on him for that one.
Well, no, because he hit the DC. He did it right. So he grabs onto the wall with his wings flapping and just climbs up a little bit. Cool. So you guys descend another, ascend, not descend. That would be a mistake. You guys descend another several hundred feet. Give me another strength check on the piton.
It is going to be a full 20.
Uh-huh.
A full 20?
Full 20? Good. Okay. You hammer in this piton and then give me another climbing check to keep going. This is how they used to climb mountains in the 60s, by the way. They used to have to hammer pitons into the mountain, and it took them weeks and weeks over the course of months to climb up things like El Capitan and shit.
Oof.
Climbing history for you guys who don't care at all.
I care.
Cool. Well, now you know.
I don't think anybody gave climb. I'm not getting a climbing check, right?
You're in the lead, so
Oh.
you'd be the only one to do it right now.
Everyone's waiting on me. I feel like an asshole. Oh, I gotta use guidance.
Cool.
15.
15. You still climb just fine. You move up slightly less feet, but you do go ahead and your hand is your hand cramped for a second. You're not really used to like climbing hard at all. So go ahead and give me another strength check on that piton, buddy.
All right. Thank God for advantage. Let's see. 17.
17. Yeah, sure. Cool. You slam this piton into the ground. Everybody else give me climb checks.
I rolled a fucking 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, at 20.
18.
That's an unfortunate nat 20 because all you can really do is climb just fine.
Yeah.
You can't really...
16.
Thamior does like a leopard's leap up past Zelonis and yanks everybody off the wall. No.
As I'm flying up, I want to like do a
Too
perception
complex.
check about like everything behind us.
Behind you or down? Because behind you is just
Behind
open
us,
air.
down, you know, like as
Okay.
I like.
So
fly.
behind you, you see absolutely nothing but sky. You look down, you see that you're like 1,500 feet off of the ground. You can't see 1,500 feet, so as far as you know, there's nothing at the bottom.
Oh wow, we are high.
There we are. Let's keep on going. Are we almost there, Rigel?
Yeah.
You see that you're kind of a little more than halfway.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Keep going.
Yeah, it would be devastating for you guys to fall. It would really suck. This is dangerous. You guys are... Nobody has any climbing experience. You guys are just scaling the face of the mountain. Give me another...
I take it and I bring it to the top.
Take what?
The rope and baton.
Okay, so you grab the rope and piton. You bring it all the way up to the very, very top. Go ahead and give me a strength check. Hammer that in.
This is Princess Bride style.
Yeah, the part where the Azamar has wings and flies to the top of the mountain.
16.
Princess Bride is my favorite.
How many fingers does he got?
Rigel, all 10.
Alright. Not
He
11,
like, as far as you're aware, he looks like a human with wings.
but he doesn't
I have
have
big ass eyes like that fucking
6
battling.
fingers on one hand.
It's kind of annoying how big my eyes are.
Well, I mean, to a dwarf who thinks they're an orc, they probably just look like fine. He's probably okay with minor physical differences in species. Cool. So you hammer that in. Everybody, just give me 3 more climbing checks. Everybody with triple advantage.
Got 18, 22, and 22.
Cool.
24, 22, full 20.
I cast guidance on everyone.
Cool.
I got a full 20, a 22, and a nat 20.
Okay.
I got a 16, a 14, and a
Add a D4
21.
to all of those.
a 14 with triple advantage is so unfortunate. Sure. So you guys all scale up to the edge of this cliff and climb over. You're now standing approximately 3,000 feet above the Feywild to your back. What is the fucking word I'm thinking of? Not top
What did
out.
we just climb?
You just climb
Summit?
just to the left. You summit, yes. You summit this rock face that you're climbing. You are just to the left of the waterfall that's south of the two waterfalls. So there's two
I see.
waterfalls. The more southern one, just to the left of that, you guys summit. And
We're climbing there. I get it.
you, for the first time since you were in the material plane, hear noises that just feel, in general, relaxing. It's trees, wind brushing through the leaves. You guys hear birds chirping.
This is nice.
One squeaky fart.
One single squeaky fart.
Immune to
As you
charm.
summit over the edge, you just hear like a...
Nice.
as he gives that final like grunt over.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that release of stress.
Okay,
man,
so you guys
that was
are looking
tiring.
out. Yeah, it is now like this is hours and hours have gone by. We're almost early evening already. Just on that, that's an exactly perfect circle of exactly where you climbed. By the way, Nick.
Are we close to the river?
Yeah.
Right immediately to your south, or kind of to your right, is a river with a waterfall. Yes, you hear it.
PTSD
I try to
from
get
the
some of
water.
this. I try to get some of this clean water and like
Wait,
drink some
right.
of it.
Rigel, the
What?
last time we touched water, we ended up almost dying.
I'm thirsty though.
Yeah. I almost got eaten by a shark.
I'm just the only guy who didn't climb at all.
You know,
I'm thirsty though.
I mean, he was flying
I
for a
pee
long
upstream.
time. That's kind of like treading water, I would imagine.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm gonna pee upstream.
It's definitely probably not as hard as climbing, but I'm still thirsty.
Okay.
Barry!
Yeah.
Barry's just pissing full hog out into the river.
Upstream.
Take a piss
I'm
downstream.
drinking.
You guys, this water is so
Oh.
crystal clear, and he's so dehydrated that from where he pisses all the way down, like to where the waterfalls begins, you just see a very yellow line of water.
Almost muddy.
Oh, my
All right,
God.
almost like somebody squirted French's yellow mustard into the water.
What the fuck?
That's that orc whiskey, dude.
That was a hell of a climb after a pint of whiskey.
Well, when in Rome.
Rackle's also the most hungover he's ever been doing all
I'm
of
gonna join him and take a piss in the river.
Well, these
Sure.
guys are pissing in the river. I'm cleaning off my
This
my
may-
outfit.
Nice,
They're
cool,
not.
love that. This is gonna maybe be a weird question,
Um,
but it's more out of curiosity than anything, and I'm gonna let you decide because it's your character. What the fuck does a dragonborn dick even look like?
I showed you the picture, like,
You
many
sent
sessions
him a
ago.
picture previously
Okay.
of your dick.
I gotta be honest, if you showed me a picture of a dragonborn dick, I definitely blocked it out, and I will for sure block it out this time too.
Oh, just imagine.
The fact that this question's come up before and you're like, I've already sent you pictures about my dick.
Yeah, well, I mean, we
have a
roll to
very
see how
unique
big.
campaign,
Yeah,
dude.
a lot of dicks. So you're
Does
fit
that
right
t-shirt
in.
look like? You know, dude, I sent you pictures of it like weeks ago.
We did establish that Rigel drops hog, big boy.
yeah,
So-
that's true.
Somehow it came up in the first few sessions about Rigel whipping his dick out versus another guy who had a big dick, and Rigel I think he got like a 19 on his roll, and he just whipped out full, like, looks like a full salami roll.
I cast sending to Adolfo.
Cool. Staying.
Dolpho, what's going on? We just defeated the Shadow King. We're trying to restore the material plane. How long has it
Rigel,
been?
who
Is
you talking
everything
to?
okay? Shut up.
Rigel.
It's transmission. I'm
Oh.
talking to Dolpho.
Oh.
What?
Hi, Dolpho.
What's happening?
Mm.
Are you talking to the river?
Zona says hi.
You sound like Caboose.
Alright, is that your message?
Yeah.
Dolpher responds with, things are a little bit fucked. Moosey is dead. You've been gone for 7 days.
Don't you mean 7 weeks?
7 days is what Dolpho says in return to Rigel.
They're just disconnected.
Some firmware wise too.
Is everything okay?
Are you doing sending again? This isn't a
Is that what he
text thread.
said? Was he dead? You've been.
You said, what's going on? Is everything okay? He responded, Moosey's dead. You've been gone 7 days.
All he has to say to me?
You're
He's
not
lost his
shocked
fate.
at the 7 days thing?
Well, nobody knows but him now at this point.
Yeah, no, right, that's true. Rigel's the only one who heard that.
That's what I'm saying. He's not shocked about that?
He seems kind of shocked in general, but almost more betrayed that his follower doesn't have more to say to him. Barry, who may not know, but Marsh, Rigel has kind of accidentally started his own religion,
Cult.
Oh, nice.
and there are several people who follow him and worship him
Cult.
as a god.
Cult.
It's a cult.
In order for it to be a cult, it has to have chant and repeats, which he doesn't have, so
It's essentially a cult, though.
can't be classified as a cult. Can't be.
Rigel is the
I'll
light.
argue for this in an hour. For 1 hour, I'll argue about it. I'm just kidding.
I know. That's why I'm done arguing.
All right,
I'm
so
obsessed with
Darius is
cults.
gonna walk upstream a little bit.
Wait a minute. Does
Uh,
Rigel say anything about the message he received?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Rigel,
Yeah?
what did Dolpho say?
He said, we've been gone for 7 days.
I'm sorry. Did you just say 7 days?
Doesn't make any sense. Mona said we've been gone for weeks.
3 days ago, it was 4 weeks we were gone.
Oh, I fucking hate time. I don't get it.
That
Also, Moosey's dead.
Was that
Who
the
the hell
stupid
is
one that
Moosey?
you gave my sword to?
You guys remember last you saw Moosey? He was gung ho to go on a mission and instantly ran into the mine and started trying to go mine in Katil. He ran and decided he was gonna go start doing mining in
I'm
Katil.
kind of making like a fish face at like Zelenis about that.
which
Yeah. Well,
wait,
you owe
who's
me a
this?
sword now.
Moosey was the one who every time he saw me
No,
okay.
Thamir was asking because he just does not remember, or nor does he
What
care.
did he ask?
Who's Moosey?
Oh,
The stupid fat one.
Is he another one of your little followers?
he was like a helper.
Yeah,
Whatever then.
He lost his sword.
Well, he lost his life.
That's all Zelonis cares about is the sword he gave him.
What are you gonna do without that sword, huh, buddy?
Another one, I guess.
Zelonis thinks about the sword for 2 more hours.
Rigel
I
and
shake
Abyssal
my
says it's
fucking-
just his sword.
It was a rusty ass short sword you'd never have touched otherwise.
Yeah, but it was mine.
He screams at the gods.
Oh.
So how confident are you sure in Dolpho's ability to tell the passage of time? Because are you sure that it could be 7 days from him? Because Mona told me 4 weeks.
I'm not speculating anything. I'm just telling you what I was told.
Should we talk to Mona again?
Talk to Mona again? From here? Yeah,
Yeah.
we could talk to Mona. Would you like me to contact her?
Yeah, because we need to get this straight. This doesn't make any
What
sense.
should I ask?
Just tell her the same thing you told Dolfo.
Okay.
Is that... Are you... doing that? This requires input from you. Thank you. Yeah, you send Mona, like, what the fuck is going on? How long have we been gone? Mona responds back. Things are getting scary here. You guys have been gone for weeks. You need to get back.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, she said things have been getting a little crazy. We've been gone for weeks. We need to get back.
Wait. That's the exact same thing she said last time. Right?
Or
I'm
maybe
pretty
you guys
sure.
start listening.
Mona's an imposter.
How do we get back, Mona?
Do you have another spell slot to cast Sending again?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a response from Mona saying that Gibraltar has the device. He'll know how to get you back.
Okay.
Regal,
Yeah.
did she seem off or different to you?
Give me a perception check, Regal. Whoa!
I don't like this.
This isn't necessarily what you tell Zelenis, but this is what you'll feel before you respond.
Persuasion?
No, perception.
10.
10 on perception. She seemed absolutely perfectly fine to you.
Perfectly fine, Zelenis.
Alright. I just don't feel right about this. My instinct. I just do not feel okay about this.
Do you feel betrayed?
Well, I mean,
What
you
is
know
it?
how I feel.
that your
Adria
heart tells
abandoned
you?
us, and Mona
Zelenis.
is now lying to us.
What does your heart tell you, Zelenis?
Do you
Bum,
believe
bum,
Mona would lie to
Bum,
us?
bum.
Who is this Gibraltar?
What?
What?
What do you mean?
Is he a good guy?
I thought you said Gibraltar.
I'm gonna swing on Rigel again.
I
Is he
don't
a
blame
bad
you,
guy?
dude. I'm gonna give you advantage on that swing, Mike.
Is he a bad guy?
He's a goblin.
Natural 20.
kid. Oh my
Natural
God.
20. What's your strength modifier?
+1.
You deck Rigel for 2 damage.
Ooh. Whoa. What the fuck?
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
Get your
Sorry, I had
aim
to.
on you, motherfucker.
Zelenis does a
Put
1,000
your
yard
dukes
stare.
up.
You say that after he decks you?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we must not begin fighting amongst ourselves again.
God
Darius,
damn it.
stop hitting him.
What was that for, Darius?
He's being fucking stupid. We need to go.
He's
Yeah,
being
let's
Rigel.
go. I'm not slowing you down. I'm just asking questions to, develop clarity for myself.
How do you forget who the Goblin King is? We're going there. He's why we're going there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a good guy. I've never met this motherfucker.
He's a
That's not
goblin.
what you asked. You asked
shot at
who he
by
is.
Goblins
I
are
was
not good.
told to capture his dick. I'm assuming he's a bad guy.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Whoa, you got captured his dick?
I like how that was your interpretation of the offer to get his dick, was you being told to gather his dick.
Yeah. Yes.
Who told you to capture his dick?
We're gonna capture that dick, alright.
How did...
Alright, well, fuck it.
What's that noise?
Okay, you guys, it is probably about 5 p.m. now. It is kind of
You guys
evening-ish.
hear that?
It's coming from Marsh.
No, it stopped.
Stop now. Yeah.
It did stop.
All right. Once it gets
Let's-
dark, we'll make camp at the base of the mountain, upstream.
Cool. Do you guys want to follow the river up as far as you can then until the sun starts to go down?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys follow up the river to almost the base of the peak on the next side.
I
So
rolled
you
a
go.
nat 20 survival check just to find a good, solid spot that doesn't look like there's any predators around or anything.
Right, you
Traditional
find it.
sense.
So you, from what you can tell, like 3,000 feet up, the Shadow King's like destruction didn't make it very far, just kind of the edge and slightly up. You find a place right in between where all the trees are green and shit, and there's still a little bit of dead trees, so you can kind of make a nice fire and all that stuff. You find a really nice spot for you guys to camp.
So once we get to the top, there's like it starts to turn green again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, in the morning, we're gonna have to climb the rest of the mountain and descend into the kingdom. I don't know what's waiting for us on the other side, but I do know we're gonna need each other to get through this. The last thing we need is someone hitting someone randomly as I stare at Darius, or
Oh,
someone
wow.
asking stupid questions and I look at Rigel.
Oh, my B.
Thamior, I don't have any complaints other than you're an elf.
Just general racial complaints towards you.
I basically say in Elvish, "Up yours, lizard."
Oh, give me a what check would that be for you?
I don't know.
Would it be an intelligence check for him?
I think so, but with advantage because he speaks conversational Elvish now. Adria's taught him.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
So give me a intelligence check with advantage, buddy.
15.
15. Yeah, you understand exactly what he says to you.
I stand
And
up, lean over to him. It's dragon, and I pat him on the head.
I reach in to my pocket and kind of feel for my staff for a second, but I'm like, nah. And I
Goddamn hell. All right,
fucking lizard.
cool. Then I just, before bed, same ritual. Hold the crystal, pray to Bahamut.
Sure, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Where is it? 14.
You feel the crystal glow. So, outside of character, the crystal was given to Adria by somebody who meant a lot to her. So, you're 14. Basically, Bahamut makes the crystal glow a little bit warm, and you kind of feel a little bit closer to Adria wherever she is. And so you're able to get kind of a fitful rest. Rigel, go ahead and give me a religion check. Actually, give me 2, because I forgot to ask you for one in the morning. And I didn't ask you for one in the afternoon, but I don't care.
Full 20 and a natural 20.
Oh, great. Cool. Cool. Anybody else doing anything before you guys hit the hay? For the day?
Nope. I find a nice little spot to meditate and do that.
Alright, that sucks. Give me a second to hit this bowl then while I...
Ah, Captain.
Okay, so, as you're dreaming, Rigel, you imagine yourself riding on Zelonis' back with his wings spread as you soar over the northern parts of Arcadia with him shooting lightning out of his mouth at your enemies.
He's
Nice.
shooting
You have...
lightning at my enemies.
Yeah, I don't know if you're saying that surprised or just slow because you're
typing.
dumb. Okay. I'm just saying because you've seen him shoot lightning out of his mouth a lot of times.
Hold on, is this a wet dream? It might be.
Roll with advantage on wet dream, dude.
I woke up horny.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
fuck.
That makes sense. He got two 20s, dude.
I got a 15 and a 16.
God, dude. I'm not a bottom.
Is he
Hey.
making noises while he's having this dream?
That's up to him.
So I'll be up.
Two
I'll be up
20s?
towards the end of this.
Right,
No.
because you only have a
It
transport.
wasn't that. I was horny about myself.
Oh my god.
I just spit vodka all over one of my monitors.
I wasn't thinking about Zelonas. You guys gay?
Yes.
I don't think that it technically would be gay if an Azamar felt any type of way about a Dragonborn. Just the genetics and the biophysics of it all. Hopefully this
call
isn't
me
ruining my
daddy.
monitor, dude.
I think you're wrong.
All right, is it morning time?
It's morning time.
that was a lot of climbing. We climbed all day.
Darius awakes screaming.
Yeah, you climbed a 3,000 foot cliff and traversed hundreds of miles. Of course, it took all day.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm
Rigel, give
assuming
me a
everybody wakes
religion
up.
check in the morning, but give it to me with advantage because your hard dick gives you advantage on it.
Hold on, I accidentally slapped the dice off my fucking table.
With your dick?
What's it? You
With
get
your
me
Damn it.
vodka on my monitors, dude. Oh shit! There's still vodka on this monitor. It's
Did
gonna
you say-
eat away.
I
Did you
and
say
think about
religion?
it.
Advantage
Advantage?
on the religion. Yeah.
That's a 16.
Nice.
Yeah, a 17.
Okay, so Rigel, 17. Cool. You guys wake up near the... honestly, everybody except for if Darius so chooses or rolls as such gets a really damn good night's sleep. Like, you've been surrounded by daylight and pixies is the first time you saw the stars. Every single person... No, that would be by ask only. Fuck it, you guys... I'm not gonna ask you for this.
Cool. Darius awakes screaming with a performance check of 19.
Ooh.
You...
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Oh no. You scream with a performance check of 19. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, that's literally the luckiest thing ever. Cool. You wake up screaming fucking bloody murder, and you see that all of your party is like da 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 da. They're like stretching their arms and shit, and like waking up from like the nicest night's sleep they've had in probably weeks at this point.
I rolled a 4 fart.
Oh, give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can clench your cheeks.
Ooh, it's 5.
You let out a little. It's like a little bit of mush comes out on that.
Oh.
That's alright.
You're right next to a river.
Yeah. Well,
I use,
just did my butt
Also,
in it.
orcs don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I use prestidigitation to clean it off because I can't stand the smell.
Oh my god.
You see Barry looking literally unbothered by it, but kind of like also appreciative of him not having to do anything.
I walk over to Darius, and instead of putting my hand on him, I use my mage hand and put it on his shoulder. Buddy, are you okay?
So many.
It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. You're awake now.
Yeah, Darius also, you are, as you're sleeping and having these night terrors, like, you're hearing the thoughts and the panic and the terror of these thousands of souls that you were connected with all at once, and just their anguish and pain just fills your dream state.
Well, that's kind of what he was saying to Rin. Like, you saw them, you heard them. Like,
Right.
Rin is the only person who really understands what Darius is going through now, but only from that optic, because Darius is going through that from the position of someone who was in the order that the Shadow King was
Right, and
leading.
additionally, you guys have no idea what happened to the other souls. Like, Darius was the only one who physically was dead in the Feywild, which is why your soul and body remain there. But there is no real thing to say. She released all the souls, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, I'm hoping, Darius is hoping as well, that once released from that bond, that Kalemvor was able to collect them, but, we don't know.
Right, and you were lucky enough to have been killed by the said souls, and so it's a slight difference than the souls of the dead being collected over years.
Yeah.
So-
Also, I'd like to clarify for the party. When Darius screams now as a planar phantom, it's not so much a human man screaming. It sounds more akin to the shadow things we were fighting when they would scream.
Right.
Oh,
Imagine
nice.
any 3 to 6-year-old child from a horror movie that's got a dissonant scream. Just picture that, because to me, literally, echoed children, like dissonant child laughter, is the most horrifying thing. So imagine the same thing, but a scream.
More comforting.
It's terrifying.
More comforting.
Right. Well, yeah, probably for you.
Yeah.
The sounds of children screaming, probably you woke up like, oh, that's a nice alarm clock, honestly.
Get that little shit.
All right. So Darius is going to stumble up to his feet, draw his daggers at nothing, look around, and slowly put them away.
I took a step back when he drew his daggers.
Makes sense.
Immediately grabbed my staff, ready to potentially
I grabbed
do
my
anything.
staff
Not that staff.
too. Oh, never mind then.
All right. Yeah. We need
And then, just for the sake of the beauty of it, this is what the rock face you guys climbed looks like.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful mountain in the world. I'm glad you said nice. If you said that's ugly, I would have fucking screamed.
That's
Yeah,
ugly.
El Capitan.
It is El
That's,
Capitan.
that's ugly as shit.
Oh, there it is.
Marsh
Pretty
has
dope
been
operating
forced to
system.
hear about it.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice operating system when you think about it.
All right.
It is also that. Oh, which is something you would note from as well, yeah. Marsh is an Apple genius, guys.
Ew.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
you're welcome.
Yeah. So like, I got this Mac. Can you like fix it?
Mac?
Shut
Like
up,
mac
Mark.
and cheese?
Yeah, I don't have
Oh.
a Mac, so you can't help
No,
me.
he doesn't do that anymore. Now he fixes car washes, dude.
Oh, you
How
said
could you not be
Short answer is
passionate about
probably
car
the only person you know
washes?
who could fix it.
I can fix a Mac, dude.
No.
Just throw it in the trash.
Exactly.
Fix
Build a real
sometime
computer.
They gave me a fucking. They gave me a
Darius
fucking
is going to go
apple.
sit by the mountain waiting for us to start climbing.
So sure, yeah, Darius goes and finds a nice, super uncomfortable because it's only rock spot at the base of the next peak you guys have to climb, and waits for the party. What's everybody doing in the morning?
I was just doing more reading, more studying.
Cool.
I dipped my
Waiting
butt in the
for,
water.
waiting for him to wake up, and then Darius screamed, obviously.
There's water.
Yeah, you're next to a river. What do you mean there's water?
Oh my god, I want to like bathe a little in it.
Yeah, sure. You can go bathe, do whatever the fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm at like the top of it, putting my butt in it. So yeah, enjoy it.
Well, I mean, luckily, fucking Thamior prestidigitation to away all the poo-poo, so you're putting a pretty, probably the cleanest you've been in weeks. You're putting that butt into the water.
I take great pride in cleanliness, so yeah, that loincloth is Febreze fresh.
Cool.
I'm back.
We.
All right, let's clean this
I'm just waking up.
fucking mountain.
How high is the mountain?
This peak in front of you doesn't look nearly as tall as the rock that you just climbed. It only looks several hundred feet, but it looks a lot less clear as to what the paths are, so it is going to be slightly harder to climb. Sometimes I just roll handfuls of dice in the background to make you guys nervous.
I never did.
I'm
I
always
never know
nervous.
who rolls.
Well, when you hear
Always
that
roll.
many, though, who do you think it is, dude? When you hear this,
Jeff.
I mean,
well, that was on a loud table. I have a quiet dice tray.
Could have been
I haven't-
anyone.
that's
Here, I'll
me
do
rolling
the same
5.
thing onto a table. Here's me rolling this many.
Jeff?
Shit my pants.
That was 5.
And also, I
Alright.
have to do like 25 rolls every single time you guys go to sleep for the material plane, the overworld, and all the factions. And then I have to write that shit all down, which is why I hate that you guys take such a short time in the fucking mornings. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
All right, we're climbing this
You're
mountain.
awake. Barry has put his butt in the water. Rigel's bathed.
Yeah,
Sure,
So
you're gonna
we've
start climbing
eaten-
up the mountain. Go ahead and give me climb checks, Alonis. Or first, you probably want to hammer in an anchor piton.
Yeah. That'd
He's
be-
getting guided upon, and I'm helping him bring the rope up with the other baton.
I'm honestly just going to fully say that at some point last night, Rigel flew up and pulled out the pitons and brought the rope and pitons up.
Okay.
I mean, I got like 200 too, so I mean, I got a lot.
Climb up, guys.
All right, that is a 28.
Sure. You move up a couple 100 feet. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
19.
19. Cool. Good anchor point.
We did just
go
have
ahead.
a long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody give me climb checks. DC on this, just forewarning, is a 15, not a 12.
Damn, you decided you had enough yesterday, and he casts fly on himself.
Okay, fair. Love it.
19.
Cool.
Do we have any advantages or anything?
Yeah, you guys get advantage. You don't get triple advantage though because no blessing from Bahamut today.
23.
Whoa, shit. Well, I dropped one, but the other one that
It
stayed on
sounds
the
like
table.
you just threw a handful of dice into a fucking ceiling fan, to be honest.
It was pretty nice. But the one that stayed on the table was 20, so I don't think I need to re-roll the other.
You certainly don't. Okay. You guys all caress the mountain. Yeah, you caress this beautiful
Yeah, I
granite.
do. I find a nice drooping part of the mountain. And I cut
Yeah, the same type of bulb that Zelona's ripped off twice yesterday, you just give it like a quick squeeze. And it has a little bit of give, dude. It's like some perky naturals. You ascend another couple 100 feet. Zelona's going. Rigel's like, wait, what? I want to grab some perky naturals.
yeah.
25.
Firm yet soft.
25. Yeah, you ascend another couple 100 feet. You see that you're basically already 3/4 of the way up to this peak at this point already.
Man, we're doing great.
Go ahead and give me another strength check.
Is Rigel casting guidance on me still?
Yes.
You have guidance, and he's also giving you the help action, which only means you don't roll at disadvantage because you're doing this with one hand.
16.
16. Yep. Cool. Sure. You go ahead and hammer that in. That's gonna be.
Am I also able to help, or is that just not?
You're on the rope behind him, so not really. No,
I'm
you're
fine.
fine. Yeah, you could roll with advantage. Give me another roll.
That one was best.
I just love the idea of two people flying, watching everybody else fucking climb a mountain.
I have
No one's gonna be able to carry me.
I have 6 inches of copper tube, and there's some black thread, and I'm trying to fish someone this up the mountain.
With copper tube.
And thread.
Okay.
It broke.
No. Go ahead and give me a. Just give me a raw D20 and tell me what it is.
Unprotected.
I think it was a 7.
You couldn't even unbend the pipe enough for it to make a difference. You fly up a couple of 100 feet, and like you go to extend the tube, and it dangles down like 3.5 feet, and he just looks up at you.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. This isn't helping.
It's not. It's nowhere near your face. You barely can even see it with your
Oh,
dragon.
he's at the
glasses on.
top? Oh, motherfucker.
Sure. Zelonas, go ahead and give me another climbing check, buddy.
Is this with advantage still?
And a guidance.
Assuming Rigel flew back down to hold your shoulders.
Yes, of course I did. Hey, what up, buddy? Let's go.
29.
Come on.
29. Yeah, you summit now. Go ahead and give me one final piton to help get everybody else up. That's going to be triple advantage for everybody else on there.
Oh, guidance.
Assuming this piton's decent.
30.
Oh my god, dude. That is in the rock climbing community what we would call bomber gear. You nail in this piton so firm that it's a permanent bolt in the side of the mountain. And you are able to help everybody else up. Everybody roll with triple advantage.
This is an athletics check.
Athletics, dexterity, acrobatics, whatever works for you.
I'm gonna persuade up the mountain.
That puts me at 25.
Whatever works for you and is physical. Cool, yeah. You guys all summit out at the top of this mountain. As you look out, to your southeast just slightly, but really like to your east-southeast, you see across the way what you imagine is the Feywild equivalent of the Silver Deep. Just barely, you can barely make out a landmass across these seas. You look down to your southeast and you see a giant cobblestone, bright emerald green city. You see what looks like ants marching hither and thither throughout the whole thing. You're now standing at... Let me maybe circle this for you guys. Yeah, open an image editor. How do I draw?
How far down is the city?
You would probably assume like 4,000 feet, buddy.
4,000 feet?
You climb 3,000 feet up and then another 1,000 feet up to here.
Okay, that's not so bad.
About what time of day is it? Still
Is
morning?
this steep? Or...
It's probably like 11 a.m. Yeah.
Is this a steadier decline or is this steep?
This is steep as shit.
Oh, fuck.
Definitely not something you're gonna walk down. But it's a lot easier to get down things than up things. You can just, honestly, with that fucking 30, it's so bomber, I will say that you will be able to attach your ropes to that to allow you to rappel down the face of this cliff.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay.
So that'll maybe take up an hour
We just have
of your
to pull
day.
up the rope. And
I
then,
got
like,
plenty
throw
of
it
it.
over.
Yeah, you're gonna pull up the rope and then you're essentially going to give it a tie-in at the top where that 30 is, and then you guys are just gonna lower yourselves down.
Throw
I
it
mean,
at
if
the
you
other
want to
side.
if you guys want to keep that rope there, that might be your fastest way back up if you need to go back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
I think it's true
probably-
for a few aspects of life as well. It's much easier to go down than to go up.
Yeah, dude, my mother
long
would
is the
fucking
rope?
agree with you so hard.
How much rope do we have?
Several thousand feet.
Oh.
Probably, you'd imagine, you didn't measure it because that would be ridiculous, but probably like 3,000 feet.
So we have rope for the whole thing.
Well, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying, is that you'd be able to tie it into that 30 anchor that Zona's got,
Nice.
and then rappel all the way down.
Perfect.
Alright, so we'd be rappelling down.
Cool. You guys rappel down just north of where the cobblestone in the city starts, at basically a beach. You hear and see the waves crashing on the shoreline. Just out of sight, kind of around the corner, you guys are basically in that little alcove just to the lower right of where I circled. Just up to your right, you guys can hear the hustle and bustle of goblins, like just dumb little stupid ass goblin noises.
Goblins.
Disgusting.
And you guys are all kind of just chilling here.
All
What?
right,
What are we
What's-
gonna do now?
we need to get. We need to get to the castle somehow. The question is how.
I could cloak us,
That's
but
right.
we'd have to go directly there. And we haven't seen the castle. We don't know the layout. We don't know where the king is.
Hmm.
Do you think they're hostile to non-goblins? And I kind of look around
We
to see
can
if there's
just sneak
anything.
through.
That's not a goblin.
Zelenis, do you have a flashback to 2 days ago when you tried to approach the castle gates and were instantly fired upon?
Yeah, never mind.
And then you decided to yell and get us chased by all those fucking ogre troll things.
I mean, to be fair, when you fought the Shadow King, Rin just started throwing rocks up the tower. To be fair.
Well, Rin's an animal. I don't know. I could sneak ahead. I could look and see if I see anything other than goblins running around.
Now, if I recall, they try to attack us, so maybe that might not be the best. I think we should all just try to sneak into the castle. But the only risk we run there is we'll be surrounded by goblins. Right off the bat, horrible investigation, never mind. I rolled a 2 to see how many goblins were in the immediate vicinity.
Does anybody else want to do just general investigation or perception?
Yeah.
Passive 17.
Passive 17. Okay, so that's right. Thamir is a smart guy. You see that there are a couple of rowboats on the shore.
I got a 50.
I point over to the rowboats. Those must have been recently used.
And then with your perception of 17, give me insight, everybody who... No, only Thamir. Give me an insight.
I rolled a 19.
19 on insight? Okay. So based on what he said, you kind of look out and you see that the bridge looks fully empty. There's kind of a partially ruined bridge just east of the castle itself as opposed to the city itself. And you see that there are a couple of boats.
Okay, so we could take the boats, we could go to the bridge, and we could sneak into the castle.
There's like a giant building next to us?
No, you guys are still kind
We're
of
up on
like
the
in the
beach.
cover of the mountains, yeah.
Now, the only
Okay.
question is we'll be out in the open. I agree this might be the best plan, but worst comes to worst, we're stuck on
Well-
the bridge.
Well, what we could do is we could take some of the climbing equipment. The boats can go under the bridge. We could climb up the side close to the castle.
Ooh, I like that. We'll be obscured by the bridge.
Yes.
All right.
You're right.
All else fails, I'll try to do my best to get us all to fly out of here.
All right.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
All right. Let's get in the boats.
All right, I'll go ahead and operate.
And actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace anyway because I don't want us to get seen from the shore or from a tower.
Okay, hot damn. Everybody give me stealth checks, and then with Pass Without Trace, I believe you added plus 10 to that.
Yes.
I was going to ask, should we do like perception or investigation of those ships? Seem like kind of things that are like.
Oh, nat 20
I
on
mean,
the stealth.
I don't know who you're asking, what you're asking me for. You might want to.
I want to cast guidance on everyone too, so add a +4.
I got a nat
Okay,
20.
cool.
And
Or
that
a
20,
plus-
so you
a
got a
D4?
34.
Yeah.
Who's
I've got-
okay? The
I got a dirty
boats.
20.
The boats can fit 3 people in them, approximately each. Who is like guiding
I got a
kind of
full
each
20.
boat?
Me.
I'm gonna take one of the boats.
Okay.
Plus.
Okay, cool. What did you get, Zelenis?
I have to roll with disadvantage. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Because he's got full
Armor,
plate.
probably.
Yeah.
This shit's magically.
Shit.
Oh my god. My
It's
computer
plus
just
14, so.
That's true.
Wait,
Well,
Pass
I
Without
also
Trace helps
gotta roll.
everyone?
I gotta roll the
exploded.
d4 too.
What does Pass Without Trace do to us again?
Plus
Everybody
10
gets plus 10 on their
on
stealth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Oh.
got a 17. Not too bad.
Right, and as well, that means you rolled a 3. As
I got 24.
nice. I mean, as you can imagine, goblins aren't the most perceptive little creatures. Somebody draw me the path they're taking with the boat.
Okay, I will do that right now.
Wait, is Darius leading?
Well, you each have your own individual boats, so
Okay, I'll
you can
draw
either
one.
agree with
Oh.
him or deviate.
Where is he going?
Well, we're about to find out. That's what I'm asking. Mark.
Alright, so we're gonna have this line here. So we're at the beach. We're gonna go. Gonna come around the coast. We're gonna get up next to the bridge here. And then we're gonna
this is a
climb
sick track,
and go into the
dude.
castle.
I like the music that just came on.
Dude, why go that far out if we're climbing up the bridge anyway? Fuck that.
That music's not an indication of a good thing about to happen.
Yeah.
So you enjoying that's not good.
Well,
That may
I
be
shoot double up
apropos.
pistols, so I might be a masochist.
Okay, and Zelona's got a 17 stealth. I need to get out a thing real quick and.
I'm a fallen
Ish,
angel.
Gobos. Okay.
I got a little bit of a twisted side.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of row your boat directly the fuck at the bridge, and what's everybody's passive perception?
14.
My passive perception is 13.
Perception is 14.
15.
Passive perception.
Yeah, passive perception
15.
14.
11.
13.
No,
13.
Cool.
15.
Yeah, you guys row. Generally, since you're stealthing, you're kind of going pretty slow. You're basically control walking in Tarkov, not crouch control, or not crouch Catslog. You're going slow as walking speed, so it is kind of a creep because you don't want to have it be like flash, 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 flash that close to the shore. You guys all make it. Zelona, are you going really up to the middle of the bridge, or are you gonna deviate when you see that Darius
Yeah.
doesn't?
Yeah, as soon as I see him, I'll just.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you guys kind of meet your boats up at the kind of westernmost point of the bridge, kind of southern, like the bottom part of the bridge where Darius drew an arrow. Okay, you guys look up, you see that it's like a 25-30 foot climb up to the top.
Another easy climb. Who's in the boat with me?
That's up to you guys.
I hopped in the boat with Zelonis.
Oh, can I tie a rope to an arrow and use that as like shoot that as an anchor to climb up?
That might work for you, Thamior, and Rigel. Zelonis is gonna weigh too much for an arrow to bear his weight.
That's okay. We can always stick in a python once we're up top and get him up.
Yeah, dude, give me an attack roll. Just a flat, attack roll.
That is gonna be a 23.
23, yeah, that thing clunk slams its shit into the fucking wall. That's gonna give you advantage on the climb. With a rope, it's such a low DC. Go ahead and give that to me.
Cool. That is gonna be a 16.
16, yep, you make your way up to the top. And you want to hammer it?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check and then a strength check. See how... Because it's a hard hammer with a quiet...
Alright, so my stealth is gonna be full 20.
Cool.
And then my hit is gonna be a 11.
And 11. Okay. Zelonis and Barry, who probably weigh the most, go ahead and give me climb checks. Is going to be a DC 16.
Nat 1.
Zelonis goes to grab the rope,
Yeah,
and the boat just capsizes. You are now in the water. Go ahead and give me a stealth check with disadvantage to see how much noise that made.
I hate this.
You still add the 10 and the 4.
Yeah, you still have the 14.
16.
Luck
Well,
point, dude.
I thought it was roll a d4 for guidance. Or-
Okay, so roll a d4. I don't. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
You got a natural 1 though. So you're gonna use the luck point.
He doesn't need to use a luck point. He's got a plus fucking 14 to this. If he
Yeah,
needs a
so-
luck point, he's a piece of shit.
If you get a natural 1 though, isn't
17.
it a fail?
I could if I'm in the water.
Yeah, the nat one was a fail. The stealth check is to see how much noise
Oh,
he
I
makes as
see.
he falls.
Might be.
17.
17? Okay, cool. No problem. You capsized the boat instantly, but you managed to, like, muffle your yell. Your face hits the water a little bit before you start to yell, so everything's muffled. Go ahead and give me a... Who was in the boat with you?
I was.
Thamior, give me a... Well, you were light. You already made it up with the other boys. That's no
Oh,
problem.
I did?
Yeah, you're
Yep.
light. You could take the arrow up with Darius and Regal. Zelonas, give me another climb check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because now you're soaking wet and ropes are slippery when you're wet.
Oh my god.
Plus,
Oh. I rolled
Can I
a
have-
2 plus 7
Get
plus
that.
2.
Give me another stealth roll, buddy.
Oh fuck.
Hold on, can I intervene to help?
Oh my god, no.
I mean, he can't even hold on to the rope because he's wet, so there's not much you can do here.
16
Here.
stealth.
Okay.
Here-
You hit the water again and are able to muffle your noises a bit. Give me another climb check with disadvantage.
I go down to Zelotus and I help pull him up,
Sure. Yeah, give me it with no disadvantage, just regular.
Okay.
and I take out a towel. Or
I
I take out my
like
flute and
I take out
start
a
playing.
cloth that I have because I know I have a cloth somewhere.
I'm
26.
sure you do.
Yeah, damn
Yeah,
boy.
you finally are able to scramble your way up.
I dry him up. His
Almost
hands.
died.
You guys look up, and in front of you is basically the fucking Wizard of Oz castle. You can see that there are 4 giant turrets that are standing with these what appear to be crazy-looking bridges that go between all 4 of the towers. You can not necessarily see, but you can hear that there is a fucking waterfall coming from this castle area. There are like 25-foot fence essentially like surrounding the area that you guys are at. What do you guys want to do?
This doesn't look like a bunch of
I'm gonna-
goblins made it.
I'm gonna look around for an entrance.
You're gonna circle the perimeter out into the public areas?
No, I want to still
right where you
sticking-
are, see if there's a way that you can get in from here.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigate check.
that is going to be a 18.
18. You kind of see that you kind of close your silvered eyes and listen very carefully, and you kind of get the idea that if you were to climb kind of right here, you'd come into, at the very least, a much quieter area of the city, of this castle area.
Okay, and we're climbing what, like a fence wall type thing?
It's a smooth stone wall, so how you guys are going to get up it, I can't say.
All right. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another rope arrow to shoot just beyond the wall and use that to climb over.
Sure, go ahead and give me a stealth check on that shot.
That is going to be a 23.
Okay. Oh, that was gross. Sure.
I thought that
You,
was an arrow. Like it hit a goblin in the fucking foot.
No, I got ash in my mouth,
Oh,
dude.
shit.
I mean, it could have penetrated a goblin and gone into the ground.
No, that was the GM fucking got ash in his mouth. You fire your arrow up and you feel you can kind of feel that it hit something solid, and you go ahead and start traversing up.
Hey,
All right, I'm gonna
Themdor,
climb up.
Yes.
you're smart.
Go ahead and give me a climbing check with advantage.
Something I've proven time and time again.
Who built this place?
That is going to be a 16.
I wish I could tell you that one. Would I be able to even...
You would imagine. Give me a history check with advantage because you're smart as fuck.
Plus... Where the fuck is my history? Oh, 23.
23. You would assume that this was the original castle of the actual king of the Feywild, or queen, and that when the Shadow King kind of made himself known and everything fell into disarray, the Gibraltar just took advantage of that. So this was not a castle built by or for goblins. This was actually part of the patriarchy, and it's been just capitalized on by the goblins in a time of weakness.
All right.
Oh.
When I get to the top of the wall, stick in a pipe and then drop a rope down for
Give
everybody.
me a stealth check and a strength check, buddy.
Stealth is going to be 26.
Nice, perfect. Well, way better than perfect.
Strength is going to be a 14.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Everybody but Zelonis, give me a regular climb check. Zelonis, your DC's 18 on a 16 piton.
Ouch. 19.
Cool, up.
Got 11.
Net 20.
Nice. Up.
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
Raggle.
Hi, Owen.
Raggle.
What are we rolling?
He's dead.
Hey, bitch fist, give me a
Oh.
climbing check.
I got a 13. What do I add to it?
Athletics,
acrobatics, yeah.
Yeah, whatever your highest
18.
mod is.
Huh?
Acrobatics.
18. Cool.
Cool, 18. Up. Every single person give me a stealth check once you're up on the wall.
Alright, don't forget
That's
all of your
guidance
nice
on everyone.
bonuses.
Yeah, plus 10 plus a d4.
Yeah, no, mine's going to be like 28.
19. With
What?
disadvantage.
We're rolling a 4 on top of our check?
17.
I rolled
Yeah, it's your
it's
check
plus
plus
14.
10 plus a d4.
24
plus
overall.
that, plus 4.
Cool. Did anybody
what
get
check?
less than a 10? Is really what I'm asking. I guess that's impossible.
Yeah, no,
Um,
you can't.
Well, unless you roll a 1.
Not even that, because it's a plus 10 plus a d4. So even on a
One's a
nat
natural
1,
fail.
even though it's technically a natural fail, because of the things that Darius has cast on you guys, your automatic fail kind of gets muffled.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if there was no buffs on you, a natural 1 would be absolutely a fail. But because you inherently add 10, a natural 1 is not going to be an automatic fail. At least on stealth checks for now. Cool, perfect. So you guys are now standing up on this wall, looking down into this city, way too fucking beautiful for goblins to be running it. Everything is made of ornate stonework. The tops of these turrets are all like emerald green, and now that you're closer to them, it doesn't look like shingles that are the color emerald green. It literally looks like emerald shingles. There are literally full turret length stained glass windows that go up on 6 different points on each of these turrets. All of them look absolutely stunning. You see that there are like 2 bridges going from each turret to each other turret. It almost kind of looks like the Harry Potter staircases, but non-moving. And you see that there is so much room in here, and you guys see goblins down below you kind of traveling to and from each one, going about their business.
Alright,
Shit me out.
I'm gonna investigate to see if I can see any, like,
Music's
grand way that seems like it might lead to a throne of any sort.
Okay.
Bring up the
17.
Feywild come.
I'm so glad that nobody's examined their map that closely. 17. You kind of...
I bring up the Feywild compass.
The Feywild compass won't help. Honestly, just examining your map very, very thoroughly would be tight.
You mean that dragon in the middle of the castle?
I don't mean anything, dude. You kind of see that the turret in the back center looks the very most, like, roomy and most ornate. And with that investigate check, you'd imagine if you were a king, that's the turret you'd want to be in.
Alright, alright, that's that one back there. That's where we have to go.
Are we sure Gibraltar's there?
As sure as we can be.
He might
What
be there.
Darius is inside?
Oh,
Are we sure he's there? No, obviously. Sorry.
Let's go.
so Darius
Alright.
is... Where's Darius? Sorry.
You guys are
We're
all
all-
standing on the top of the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's head that way.
and I investigated for which turret looked like it would hold, the throne or royal accompaniments.
Dude, this music is so funny.
Is it
Alright.
fitting for goblins? I mean,
No.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
All right, so
Easily.
we're gonna try to stealthily get into that fucking.
Okay, so you guys just gonna walk along the edge of the wall, stealthing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me stealth rolls, everybody.
26.
Oh. Wait, more than that.
Plus 10 plus a d4, so
Thank
26.
20,
God, it's more than that, dude.
20 plus 22.
It's so much better than a fucking 10. Did anybody get a 10 or less?
no.
I got a
Yeah.
nat 20.
Hey, it's
Oh, amazing. Okay. Honestly, unfortunately, in this case, it's a centipede situation where the slowest one it gets everybody fucked. But that pass without trace was very, very clutch from Darius on you guys.
Oh, that's a 31. My bad.
Like it wasn't when we first infiltrated Del Mora. I love that fucking spell.
Stick with the mist, man, dude.
Charging battery.
Yeah, you guys kind of make your way up to this turret, and you can see that this one is clearly the goat turret of the four.
The goat?
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all turrets.
Alright.
Well,
Here, let me take point.
You guys see that it goes up about 60 to 70 feet from where you stand. You see that the lowest bridge going to it is about 40 feet up.
Alright, Zelonis is gonna take point. I'm gonna be behind him with an arrow ready to go over his shoulder.
Alright. You said there was a pathway above us? To the
I can tie a rope up to
So
that.
if you look at those bridges, the lowest one to the ground is about 40 or 50, you can't really tell, 60 feet above where you're at now.
Alright. And
I
from
tell
the
you-
wall going towards the turret, is there a way into the turret?
entire
There
row.
is turret length full stained glass mirrors. You're on top of a wall, so there's definitely no door. If you wanted to find a door, you'd probably want to drop down from the wall and go in through where doors would be on a building.
Alright.
This is not what I was gonna do.
Alright, well, when we get close before we drop down, I'll do a investigate to see if we see, like, a door. I mean, I imagine there's gonna be some guards or something. And I got 18 plus
What are we rolling for?
19.
He's seeing if he sees a door and any guards at said door.
I'm doing
19?
that too.
Yep.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to roll anything then. You look down and you see that there are 4 goblins that are guarding a door that's on the northern end, so the end closer to the wall, not as exposed. There is a door there. There are 2 guards standing post at either side of that door, but with a natural 20, you see that there are 2 other goblins that started attacking them because one of them looked like they had some food that one of them wanted. And so the 2 guards guarding the door and 2 other goblins are basically in a cartoon tornado brawl where they're just fighting each other over a presumed piece of food.
So we're all just staring down
Oh,
at
I wanna do such a thing to them.
Yay.
You do whatever you'd like, buddy.
I pull out my bow.
In D&D, there are no rules. There are, however, consequences.
Should we take him out?
Hey guys!
What?
Okay.
With a natural 20, Rigel also sees that there are definitely dozens and dozens and dozens of other goblins, for sure within earshot of what's happening. They just don't seem to care.
Hey
So you're
guys!
definitely not looking at 4 goblins and nothing else. You're looking at 4 goblins in an isolated incident surrounded by probably 180 other goblins.
Ooh,
Okay, I have a plan.
what?
Hey guys!
Yeah.
Yes.
What, right?
These are just like goblins, dude. We're not supposed to kill these guys.
Rigel's the only one who doesn't understand what a goblin is.
I'm gonna ignore Rigel. What radius is that fight going on in?
Give me an investigate check.
16.
16. So it looks like goblins are tiny, so like 5 foot radius.
Oh boy,
10 foot.
I know what I'm gonna do. So, God, I hope this works because it's gonna be a disaster if it doesn't.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well, I'll tell Zelenis before I actually do it. I'm gonna cast silence on the area the goblins are in and fire an exploding arrow into it.
Wait, why?
Because they should all die and it should be completely silent. And I would actually argue, by the way silence is written.
Wait, no, we need to talk to Gibraltar.
Shut up, Mark. And if you are to make an explosion within a silent sphere because of how it deals with sound, it should almost be concussive.
I don't know. Well, I would say, just based on the fact of what silence does, absolutely not. You're the luckiest human on Earth that it exists, this spell.
Mm-hmm.
So it has no bonus features at all. You can cast this, and you can do the thing you want to do. It will not make a sound anywhere else, but it has no concussive effects.
Okay,
Right,
that's fine.
Yes.
Were you gonna say something?
I'm just wondering, why don't we just talk to the goblins?
If we wanted to talk to the goblins,
Because
we should
they're
have done
goblins.
Right, before you snuck into their fucking kingdom.
Yeah, no, if
We're a
We're
bit
too
they see us,
If they see us, what are they gonna do?
that before. Kill us.
180 of them attacking us.
180 that you can kind of hear in your general area
Alright, we need to find another
within
way.
the walls of this castle.
What if we
not
So
start
they don't,
scaling the
they don't like
building?
us? I see.
Or, right,
Alright.
what if you
That
just
is kind of
fly up,
scary.
tie a rope, and then we can climb up to the top of the tower?
Okay.
Or maybe to the lowest
I
bridge.
think I get it now. The goblins are bad.
Or maybe
Or
more
maybe-
smartly to the lowest
Oh my
bridge.
god, I hate this.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
I
I'm
allow
gonna
my
fly-
players to do whatever they'd like.
Why
Where are
why
we
go
going?
all the way to the top of the tower? Let's just go to that nearest bridge.
Well, we need to get into this tower.
The high
Um,
towers go into this turret, not the low ones.
There
What
are
does it look
bridges
like?
connecting every single tower to every single to every single tower.
Is there like a map
Well, yes,
or
but the
anything?
ones for this are probably
Zoom
higher
in on the castle and you'll see the bridges.
Okay.
up. And the
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah, Thamir, that sounds like a good point. Let's do that then.
What you may conceive
bridge
as
are
a
we on?
dragon. Let's be careful with what we're claiming here, dude.
That's the ornate
You're
tower,
on.
right?
The only green one. You're on the wall. You're not on
Only green
any
one?
tower. You're standing in. If you were looking zoomed in at the towers, you wouldn't be able to see where you guys are because you're on the north side of the topmost tower.
Okay, so we're looking out?
No, you're looking towards the tower, so you're basically looking south.
Huh?
Give me a second to
The tower by the waterfall?
the
No, to
DM
the
cast
north.
No,
Cure
the
Autism.
Castle.
If the tower's to the
DM is
north, how
cast-
come we were looking out to the south if we see the tower?
Okay, no, you are.
We're on the north end of the north tower.
On the north end.
Hold on, the
On the
DM
north
cast
tower.
Cure Autism. That tower that I marked in red, you're
Yeah.
on the side of it that this camera wouldn't be looking at.
Okay, yeah, the north side.
Exactly what I said, right, from the very, very beginning. The first thing I said.
I cast Mage Hand.
That
and
makes
slap
sense.
So we're in the tower?
You're not in the tower, you're on the wall. If you look at the circles surrounding the other towers, that's a 20-foot wall. You're on the top of that, but behind the northernmost tower.
I see.
Just follow me, Rigel.
Okay.
Alright, we'll drop down stealth. And,
On the left-hand side, that bridge going from the left tower to the north tower, that's about between 40 and 60 feet in the air. You guys can't really tell from where you're standing.
Okay, well that's not that far though, so...
Not very far at all.
Alright, we'll try to
Okay,
go to the
fine,
low,
then I'm...
low bridge then. Or the
I'm
little
gonna
walkway?
I'm gonna do a rope arrow to see if I can get myself climbed up there.
Yeah, give me a stealth check and then a strength check to make, or an attack roll, I guess, technically.
Stealth is gonna be a 30.
Okay, that's so quiet, it's not even funny. Your bow has a silencer somehow.
Yeah, dude, Lavara put in a suppressor. The attack roll is gonna be a 25.
Yeah, you nail exactly on the northern end, so closer to the North Tower. You nail the fucking, just the edge of that bridge. Not above it on the tower as to make so much noise, but literally on the bridge. You nail it super, super hard. That 26 is even strong enough that Zelonis doesn't need a special piton or anything. All y'all can just give me a climb check on it with advantage. Because Rigel rides Zelonis off.
19.
Which is a weird, like, flavor choice that pays off. 19? Yeah, up.
16.
Up.
You said athletics, right?
Athletics,
25.
acrobatics, whatever works for you, yeah.
25.
22.
Up. Rigel? Although it doesn't actually matter, Rigel just has fly freely, so
Yeah,
I don't
I
even need to
fly.
make him roll. You just go up, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are now on the bridge leading to that North Tower. Everybody give me stealth checks. This is not how I thought this was going to go, by the way. Just so everybody's fully aware, this did not go how I expected.
When does it ever go the way you expect?
Honestly, I expected you guys to get the crown from Rin, but I had to play it the way that Modero designed the character, and she'd never give that crown up.
Thanks, Darrow.
19.
Well, 21, and I wouldn't say never, but like we didn't play that in a way
I
where it
think
was
right. I
conducive.
think I played Rin the way she was designed.
Yes,
Full 20.
That's how Ren is.
Yep, you guys all climbed up. Every single person gave me a stealth check, and everybody did good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
Okay, you guys
I'm a fart in the wind.
peer in through the stained glass doorway immediately to your left, and you guys can see that there is a gigantic silver and platinum throne, atop which sits a tiny, tiny little goblin wearing a crown.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
We made it.
And that is where we're going to end this session, boys.
Oh, fuck you.